Welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Chargers and the Cyclones. The first game day of the season for these two teams. I want to welcome everybody into another edition of our Fall 24 Battle Court season. I am Andrew Bleckman, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you the call on all 6 matches today. How you doing, Stu?
I am well, Andrew. A great day to play Jai-Alai here in the Magic City. And from what I understand, if we have fans who participate with DraftKings, they have the ability to bet on the outcome of which team they think is going to win the game day total. Not just individual teams playing against each other, but whether or not the Chargers or the Cyclones are going to win today.
Yes, new wagering opportunity. Check that out over at DraftKings. In addition to set winners, match winning bets as well over there at DraftKings. Ready to go with our first match. Let's see the two players. Third division singles between Benny. Hard to say. I mean, kind of ironic, a veteran of this third division here at just 21 years old. Number 55 there on the left, taking on Fonda.
Veteran.
Yes, new player in this group, Fonda. Second division last year for the Fireballs, making his debut here in Division 3 for the Cyclones.
Benny serves. The game day has begun. Fonda, backhand from the 9 line. He goes deep. Robote comes to the 7. Benny to the inside. Fonda reaches out, makes a fine grab. Robote forehand. Benny makes the catch. Inside placement, read by Fonda, stopped by Fonda. Fonda going deep from the Costado. Robote left side by Benny. It's a 2-all. Does not open, stopped by Fonda. Fonda low and hard to the feet of Benny. He scoops it up. Backhand 2-all. Stopped, but not held on to by Fonda. A very well played point to start things off here for Battle Court. Benny serves for the Chargers.
It'll be really interesting to see Fonda this season now dropping to the third division. I mean, really tough in that second group. Nicholas, Iturbide, Jairo, Arats, all veterans with tons of court experience. Now he's a 3. Might be a little bit easier for him in singles and doubles, but a tough first matchup here against Benny.
Ladies and gentlemen, one moment as we reset the scoreboards here for Battle Court. We just got to make sure that score is accurate. So far, Benny has won the first 2 points of this match. Scoreboard is correct. Let's continue. Robote left side. Big bounce stopped by Fonda. Fonda from the forehand. Scooped up by Benny. Benny on the backhand goes deep. Robote left side, it's a 2-all. Stopped by Fonda. Fonda powerfully going overhead. Benny makes a great grab there at the 10 line. Beautiful catch by Fonda. There's the backhand. Robote forehand. Fonda, beautiful catch there at the side wall. Fonda having a lot of success with just reaching out and grabbing that on the tip. Scoop, tipped. That's a 3rd point for Benny. He leads 3-0. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
A conservative play so far. I mean, really for Benny, a couple 2-all attempts off the Robote, but keeping the ball to the inside, placing it pretty well. And you mentioned Fonda's made a couple plays right on the side wall just with one hand. Spectacular catches to keep these rallies going, but still nothing to show for it early on.
That ball is tipped off the serve. That is a 4th point for Benny. Benny leads 4-0. Rare miss by Fonda there. I mean, just
right. Serve kind of right to him. Ooh.
Here's the backhand by Fonda. Rebote, left side. Benny coming back to the 11 line. He'll make a soft save. Caught by Fonda. Fonda fakes the 2-all, puts it inside to score. There'll be no shutout in our first match of the day. Fonda has 1 point for the Cyclone. He serves.
Well, that Costado's so effective. Forces the defense to just freeze for a second. Does Benny commit to the 2-all? Does he defend the inside? He chose the 2-all. Fonda kept it on the wall, getting him his first point of this match.
Beautiful catch by Benny, pulling that off the side wall. Here's the backhand. Backhand by Benny, powerfully thrown wall to wall from the left side. This Rebote, that rebound off the front wall, played up at the 5 line. Catch by Fonda. Fonda hard to the inside, scoop by Benny. Fonda on the catch. Oh, that ball goes off the frame of Benny Sesta. That's 2 points for Fonda. He has the serve once again. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
Yeah, just a little indecisive on that throw, crossing the sidewall late. Benny not sure if it was going to make its way out to be played on the Rebote. He went for it, but saw him looking over to his teammates saying, hey, let that ball come out. Got to be easier for you to play it on the back end as opposed to going for that catch.
Big backhand by Benny. Rebote forehand missed by Fonda. That is 5 points and a possible set point for Benny.
Big backhand and put it right on the side wall. Difficult to get in there with the right side.
It's been tremendous to be able to watch Benny develop here in his professional highlight career at Magic City. Now this is his 3rd year, I believe it is? 3rd or 4th year? 3rd year. Yeah, his 3rd year, starting off at just 17. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Benny, started in 2020. I'm sorry, Stu. I wasn't sure what you were.
So it's 4 years.
4 years
4
now
years
with the program.
Okay. So first you want to make me sound like I absolutely know nothing of what I'm speaking. Okay, thanks,
correct.
Andrew. I
yes.
appreciate that. And
I just wanted to let
you came in and corrected me. Okay. Statistician Mike. There's the backhand by Fonda. Here's the backhand by Benny. Difficult maneuvering by Benny. He gets in there, makes the catch. Good composure, and a perfect throw for the set. Point and set for Benny of the Chargers. 2 minutes on the board. We'll come back out and play our second set. So in addition to making me look like I know nothing of what I speak, which is fine, that was a great first set, huh?
Well played. I mean, you got Benny finishing at 3-2 last season in his 3rd division. Fonda 0-5 in Division 2. Never know how the jump is going to go, especially when you're moving down a rank. And Benny, I mean, simple style of play, kept the ball to the inside. Worked out for him there, 6-2. Made fewer mistakes, really.
Here we are in the DraftKings players cage. Players come back here to take their breaks and to prepare for upcoming sets. Reminder that you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Day 2 of the fall 2024 season. Be playing through December finals, I believe you said was December 13th?
December 13th.
There we go.
On Friday night.
There you see Zuleika consulting with Benny. Seasoned professional there in Zuleika. Benny, again, 4 years of professional experience, but what a player. I like to say that Benny is to playing what Andrew is to announcing in Highline. That's the way I kind of see it in my head. You guys have that, that kindred spirit.
I see what you're getting at. Makes sense. Yeah.
Fresh face, and people just walk by me and look at me and shake their heads. Just, man, still doing this, huh? And then they see Andrew. It's like, Andrew.
Well, Benny, I mean, as you said, 21 years old now. It's been the captain of this team for a couple seasons, so definitely the veteran of this Chargers team.
Definitely wise and mature beyond his years, no question about that.
Oh, he's been on the Chargers every season of Battle Court. I mean, now in season 6. And, yeah, the only one on this team that's been there. So like a year later, Iturbide as well. Benny looking to see if he can close this out in straight sets. All Battle Court matches. The player that loses the previous set begins the next one with control of the serve. Fonda begins set 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin the second set. Fonda will have the serve for the Cyclones. Fonda serves. Our second set has begun. Rotate forehand to the inside. Caught by Fonda. Rotate forehand. Big bounce. Stopped by Benny. Benny going for that placement. That lands just in to score. Well thrown by Benny.
Smart throw. Almost got a little bit too much sidewall there. Had to worry about the outside boundary line, which is, I mean, you got that screen up there at the top of the court. You got the outer boundary line. The only concerns when you go for that 3-wall play, Benny just snuck it in.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. There's a backhand by Fonda. Benny's there. Benny to the inside. Fonda, rebote left side for the bounce. That ball is tipped, well thrown by Fonda. 2 score, we're all tied up. 1-1. Fonda has the serve for the Cyclone.
Yeah, Benny likes to attack when his opponent is playing those rebotes high to the inside, but if you don't get there in the air, you set yourself up for the more difficult scoop than you have to. You see there kind of going quick bounce right up in him on the right side and just couldn't control it there.
There's a backhand by Benny. Rebote forehand to the inside. Benny takes it off the sidewall at the 10 line. Rebote left side, it's a 2-all. Lands in and scores. 2 points for Fonda. He serves. Flirting with that. I mean, you want to land it away from your opponent. And sometimes a little dangerous to flirt with that line. Remember here in Highline Battle Court, if that ball touches the line, it's out. Different than some other sports, as you pointed out. Rebote forehand. Caught by Benny. Benny to the inside. Rebote forehand by Fonda. And he makes the catch, winds up. Costado caught in the air by Fonda. Ball tipped. Benny has his second point. We're all tied up 2-2. In the second set, Benny has the serve for the Chargers.
Doing a much better job of reading the ball there for Benny, getting to 2 in the air and finally killing it with that strong forehand. The key there, crossing the sidewall late, changing up the spin, forcing the miss by Fonda.
There's the backhand by Fonda. Robote comes right up the middle. Hard throw. There's the backhand by Fonda. Robote forehand by Benny. Straight to the corner, out to the Robote, and off the tip of Fonda's cesta. That is 3 points for Benny. In the Chargers, Benny has the serve.
Yeah, really nice Robote, dropping it right in the corner, kind of dying off the back wall. And good to see the development in Benny's game. I mean, you put on the tape from his first Battle Court matches back in the day. I mean, he was a great catcher of the ball always, but
yeah.
I mean, not a lot of shots, not a ton of power, not a great Robote. And you see here now passing consistently. Just good to see that development from a young player.
Here's the backhand to the inside. Robote, forehand. Robote left side. Benny makes the catch at the 6 line. Low and hard to the inside. That's a beautiful scoop. And the backhand return by Fonda. On the wall, Fonda's there. Backhand from the 8 line. Robote dying. Benny makes a save from the floor. Fonda's there. Fonda back to the inside at the side wall. That will score. 3-3. Here's the catch by Fonda from the outside. Powerful forehand. That Robote hit the overhead screen, just had a play. 4 points for Fonda. We are going to 6 points. First to 6 points win this set. Fonda has the serve for the Cyclones.
Well, that's why you kind of say the backhand 2-all more of a trick shot. If it doesn't work out, it can backfire like that. It has to play.
Yeah,
that's tough a defensive position for Benny.
Opponent, you know, if your opponent doesn't have a particularly strong right side, that's one thing. But consistently through these two teams and most of Battle Court, guys' forehands are pretty dangerous. Here's a backhand beautifully thrown by Benny. Robote forehand to the outside. Benny eyes the Robote. To the inside he goes. Fonda makes that catch in the air at the 7. Here's the catch by Benny. Backhand from the 10. Robote forehand. Catch by Benny. 2-all by Benny. Caught the pad, and the pad is bad. 5 points and a possible set here for Fonda. He serves.
We really haven't seen Benny throw the Costado 2-all at any point this match. Off the Robote a couple, but prime opportunity right there. Just didn't quite look comfortable.
I think we talked about this, or at least I talked about this yesterday. I think footsteps. When you're winding up
Sure.
like that,
Yeah.
you do have a little bit of time to see where your opponent is. And if you see your opponent reading what you're about to throw, sometimes you go to make a little adjustments in how you're throwing it. Just
Yeah,
don't.
it was just something about
commit to it and throw it.
Yeah,
So,
exactly right. The arm angle just looked a little bit different than we're used to seeing Benny throw those 2-alls.
there's a backhand by Benny. Robote dying off the back wall. Fonda makes a save. Here's Benny. Beautiful catch by Fonda at the 8 line. Robote forehand. 2-all opens and scores for Fonda. Well thrown. Point and set for Fonda of the Cyclones. 2 minutes go up on the board. We will come back and play our third and decisive set momentarily. So there you have it. First 2 sets are done. We are going to go to our third set. Again, the scoring in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
I see some replays here. Fonda, there's the Costano shoulder level throw, left side of the player's body. The 2-all, you see Benny that lean back to the inside and
Got me.
I'm going the other way. Another 2-all here by Fonda, just in. Benny got to it, but tipping it right high on the right side. Not an easy catch. Another one here by Fonda, low and hard, right at Benny's feet. Couldn't scoop it up.
Again, Fonda, one of these players who's not going to do anything particularly fancy. He's just going to step up to the ball, catch it, and try to throw it where his opponent's not, make the saves where he can. One of the veterans of this roster, many rosters of professional highlight. One of them. There you go, Fonda and Tennessee together. Just.
Hey, get that aerial view, Stu. How about that?
Look
You
at
see the whole Cyclones team there. Well,
that's right.
At least 4 of the 6. Amigarena there, new to the squad, as is Rock back behind him.
That's right. Rock gets all of that hair stuffed into the helmet. Quite effectively, actually. Amigarena there under the hood.
Fonda and Amigarena, the 2 and 3 for the Fireballs last season, respectively, now have flip-flopped. Amigarena the 2 for the Cyclones, and Fonda the 3 for that Cyclone.
Standout season. Towards the end of last year, he just got better week by week by week. That was really good to see.
New team, a new rank for both players. Fonda looking to get his first singles win, his Battle Court career, coming down to the 3rd set.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin the 3rd and final set for this match. The first player to get 6 points will win this first match of the game day. Benny has the serve for the Chargers. Benny serves. Here's the backhand on the return by Fonda, dropping. Saved by Benny. Fonda passes on it, makes the rebote save. Benny attacks up at the 3 line. Looking for that placement to the outside. Tremendous play by Benny. That will land in and score. Benny gets the first point in the 3rd and decisive set.
We see how Fonda's moving up. If you see your opponent doing that, the high carambole is an even better play because you get it over his head a little bit easier. You don't have to risk throwing it off the court. And look at that, shooting off the back wall out towards where the judges are standing on the outside of that court.
It's all based on the bounce. It's really based on the bounce. It has to come off the side wall and cut to the back wall.
Really, the only risk is having your opponent catch that in the air on the outside. But if
100%.
he's up at the 7 line or 8 line, it's a tough catch.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Rebote forehand. Catch by Fonda. Rebote forehand straight back. Benny's there. Benny from the right side. Beautiful scoop by Fonda. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand by Benny, lifting up to the front wall. Low and hard from Fonda. Benny scoops it up. Backhand from the 11. Big backhand by Benny. Forehand to the outside. Benny has the rebote, shoots the 2-all. Fonda gets there, stops it, returns a carom that catches the pad, and the pad is bad. 2 points for Benny.
It looked like he just kind of rushed that throw. I mean, didn't have a whole lot of time. Benny, with good recognition, was moving back towards the outside.
Fonda gets out there. So you're not just running to get there. You got to catch it in the cesta. A margin of error of a ½ inch on either. If you're catching it in the middle of the cesta, there's only an inch difference between the width of the cesta and the ball. So if you're catching it there and centering it in the basket, margin of error of about ½ an inch at anywhere from 75 to 140 miles an hour, depending upon the throw. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. There's the backhand by Fonda. Rebote forehand by Fonda. Powerful throw, stopped by Benny. Benny's going to wind up, throw the 2-all. That lands in perfectly to score. Very well executed by Benny. He has 3 points. Fonda still looking to get on the board here in this third set. Benny's got the serve.
Yeah, I mean, just a lot more committed to the throw. You see the follow through here. Nice finish on the 2-wall, opens up, landing just inside the boundary line and scoring. If you overlay those 2 that he threw, the one earlier that he dropped in the pad and that one, I think you're going to see it look a lot different.
Absolutely. There's a backhand by Fonda. Rebote forehand by Benny. Fonda makes the catch. Benny passes on the scoop, turns the rebote instead. Fonda takes it on the forehand to 9 line. Low and hard. Benny for the rebote again. Difficult save, just up to the front wall. Here's Fonda from the 7 line. Rebote by Benny. Scoop by Fonda. To the inside it goes. Enough play for Rebote? Benny says yes. The blind Rebote makes it up to the front wall. Karam will score. Well played by Fonda. No shutout here in the third set. Fonda's on the board with a point and the serve.
Oh, you love to see that effort by Benny. A couple of spectacular saves. Look at this one. No look,
blind,
no energy, just flicked it up.
Situational awareness, knowing where the ball is in your cesta, knowing how to get it up to the front wall. Having court presence, just Benny's got it all. Really well done. There's the backhand by Benny. Rebote forehand. Rebote left side is a 2-all, down and up. And Benny has a tipped ball. That is 2 points for Fonda now. The Cyclones, Benny with 3. First to 6 will win the set and the match.
You mentioned the margin of error in that basket. Benny looked like he lost his footing a bit, making his way out to that catch. Could have been the difference there, lining it up and opposed to tipping it as he did. 3-2, Fonda's cut that lead to just 1 point now.
Here's the backhand by Fonda. Here's the backhand by Fonda again. To the inside it goes. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand by Benny. Passes. Rebote forehand. Fonda makes the save. Benny attacks. Has it on the right side. Going for that 3-wall play again. Fonda in place for the rebote. To the inside at Benny's feet. What a scoop.
Oh,
what
my.
A beautiful play by both players. Benny getting out of the way, Fonda capitalizing on it. We are tied at 3 points apiece. Fonda has the serve for the Cyclones. Great, again, great situational awareness here for Benny. Makes the scoop, throws it, makes sure he doesn't hit himself. Boom. And Fonda, with a face full of Benny, kept his eye on the ball and made the scoop. Really well done. Ball under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Rebote forehand. Catch by Benny. Scoop attempt is tipped. 4 points for Benny. The Chargers, he serves.
Yeah, Benny's had a little bit better success on the forehand when he's crossed the side wall. This one just coming in low and hard. Not easy to line it up.
See, if you take a look at Fonda's head, Fonda saw him duck down, got distracted by the duck, and looked at Benny, then looked back at the ball. Now you got to maintain your focus on the ball. I mean, I'm saying it's easy sitting from the announcer's booth, but
sure,
maintain your focus on that ball the entire time you're supposed to be catching it. I sent you the funniest There's the backhand by Fonda. Benny looks for the rebote. He's got it from the 9 line. Here's Fonda winding up. Gustavo 2-all will score. 4-4 is the score. Fonda has the serve.
Such a nice 2-all there, especially how close he was to the sidewall as he threw it. I mean, at that angle, Benny thought no way he's going to shoot the 2-all. By the time he recognized it, ball was by him. Well done.
There's the backhand by Benny to the inside. Rebote by Fonda, high to the front wall. Benny takes it in the air, winds up. Scoop attempt is missed. Benny has 5 points and a possible match point.
Benny just took control of that point right from the start. Big backhand. Fonda lays up the rebote. Benny attacks hard to the inside and gets a quick 5th point.
Excellent serve by Benny. Here's a backhand by Fonda. Right up the middle. Rebote coming out to Benny. Benny to the inside.
Well placed.
Fonda, great catch at the 10 line. Backhand to pass. Dropping. Rebote forehand. Fonda takes it in the air. Fonda low and hard to the inside. Benny stays to the back. Makes the catch at the 11 line. Rebote forehand. Fonda reaches around and take that on the forehand. Right side back to the inside. Benny. Scooped by Fonda. Below by Fonda. Stopped by
there.
Benny. Carom by Benny will score for the win. Point and a well-played match for Benny of the Chargers.
(6-4). Benny closes it out in the 3rd set. Beautiful carom to end it. First point of the game day going to the Chargers. Again, 1 point per singles win, 1.5 points per doubles win this fall 24 Battle Court season. Take another look. Fonda with a great scoop. How about the read here by Benny? Straight to the outside, gets her in plenty of time. Look at this. Beautiful carom. Fonda not close to it, and again, saluting that nice shot there by his opponent, Benny. 6-4. Benny takes that first match of the game day. Game day scoreboard here. First point of the season for the Chargers. Yesterday, Stu, I couldn't ask for a better start for the Fireballs. 6.5 of a possible 8 points. They are up at the top of the standings early on in this season.
I see some familiar faces out here on the court.
Boy, this is going to be a fun one, Stu.
Apparently, as Ron is aging, he's dropping Rons. So we have the former Ron, who is now Ron, still in number 12.
Yeah, we've seen him here in Battle Court before, played with the Renegades as part of the 2nd season championship. The Renegades hanging 2 banners, Ron a part of the first one. We'll get back to the introduction of this 5th division doubles match, but first we're going to hear from Benny, captain of the Chargers and winner of our first match. Here he is, Benny.
All right, Benny, congratulations on winning that match, your first win of the season. What are you thinking? What are the expectations going into this fall 24 season?
Yeah, I mean, the expectations are obviously to make the playoffs and hopefully make the championship. And especially winning that first match definitely gives you the confidence going into the rest of the season.
What was your preparation like over the summer break for this first match of the day? First match of any of the Chargers?
Yeah, well, when we first ended last season, obviously take a little break, rest a little bit. But I've been practicing a lot in the off season, mostly doubles, not a lot of singles practice. So I need to get back into my single shape.
Well, Benny, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens today.
Yeah, thank you.
And up next, 5th division doubles, two new teams. Seen them for the first time at Battle Court, El Barba and Arta for the Chargers. Arta making his way over to the Chargers for the first time this season. Ron back, dropped one of the Rons. Just Ron now with Rock behind him in the backcourt. Fifth division matchup, Chargers have the serve. There's a serve by El Barba. We begin. High forehand there by Rock. Taken in by Arta. There's a backhand. Lifted it in the corner. Rock with a tip ball. First point goes to the Chargers.
So Ron, a multi-talented player, obviously a former favorite of ours here at Magic City, predating Battle Court and with Battle Court, primarily known as a backcourter, but has the skills of a front court, and there he is.
You'll be seeing him up in the front court on both doubles teams. Ron takes the serve, drops it to the inside, and that will score. Cyclones tie it up, 1-1.
Like I was saying, kill shot thrown off the serve.
Well,
Ron just stepped up in the box, took it, and dropped it inside.
Well, that's what we saw in Ron's game in singles when he was last playing here. I mean, not known for these longer rallies. He likes to get the ball and shoot something.
Yeah.
Right or left side. Arta handles the serve in the middle of the court. Backhand on the wall. Picked off there by Rock. Arta now from the 11 line. Here's Rock again, just beyond the 11. Hard to the inside. There's El Barba reaching in. Good catch. Softer touch on the backhand. Drops between them. Ron comes back and makes a rebote save. El Barba charging on it. Has it on the forehand into the drop shot. Ron takes off. He gets up to it. Ron now on the forehand. Outside placement. That will score.
Not going to say that I saw that one coming, but I do recall Ron throwing sidearm to the outside, which is kind of a difficult shot to throw.
Yeah, he got up to this one easily.
Watch what he does. He fakes with the head, looks to the inside, boom, to the outside. And it happens so quick. Low and hard to the outside has worked for Ron. Glad to see he brought it back with him.
Arta from the 10, big backhand, wall to wall. Ron looking for the rebote. He makes a save to the inside. Arta, another backhand. This one a little bit lower on the wall.
Great
Good catch by Rock. El Barba on the costado, hard throw up the middle. Ron comes cross court, makes the play in the air. This backhand picked off the side wall. Here's Arta. Hard throw passes. Ron on the rebote, makes a save. Gets it in the backcourt. Arta, backhand. Dropping to the inside, there's Rock. El Barba cuts it off in the front court. Hard backhand. That is tipped.
El Barba's catching spot on there on the left side. I mean, he just moves right up to the ball so well.
That serve coming in is an ace. El Barba and Arta take the lead, 3-2.
Yeah. So Barba's been practicing. Sorry, El Barba has been practicing.
Fault under serve. Second serve coming up. Rock takes that one on the forehand. Go to the inside on the bounce. Arta picks it up. Powerful backhand right in the corner. Rock is there. El Barba reaching in, cuts it off up in the front. Big backhand follows. Rock going up for it, back of the 12. Arta on the inside, up at the 9 line. Low running backhand. Rock switches from left to right. Sidearm play. High to the inside, taken off the sidewall. Here's Arta again. Bigger backhand. Rock with a tip ball.
So Rock's been practicing. Catching's just a bit off here in the backcourts. Missed some balls seemingly coming direct to him on the left side.
Low hard serve crossing. That is an ace. 5 points for the Chargers. They have a possible set point.
Total credit to El Barba there with the serve. Changing things up, crossing the sidewall. That one just blasted low and hard past Ron. A little too much for Rock to handle at the sidewall.
Rock has this one on the forehand. Blasts it to the inside. Arta stays with it, plays the rebote. Ron cuts it off into the costado. Splitter. Split them up to score. 3 points for the Cyclones. Still a possible set point for the Chargers.
Have enough shots in your arsenal to throw the ball where your opponent's not each and every time. Ron does that there. The split placement we know is very effective on this court.
Backhand to the inside. That one pulled in by Rock. Rock low runner. Arta, good scoop there in the backcourt. Ron backed up to the 9 line, makes the catch. High hard throw, clears the overhead screen. El Barba alone for the rebote. Puts it back to the middle. Rock on the bounce, sidearm play. Arta now charging on the right side. Forehand crosses the sidewall. Rock waits for it at the 12. Backhand, low runner, picked off
catch.
low there on the left side. Beautiful catch by Arta. Here's Rock. Backhand coming up the middle. Arta keeps it on the left side. Costado crossing, picked off. Here's Rock again, coming over the top with a forehand. Arta, great control there on the left side. Big backhand on the wall.
Beautiful
picked off by
catch.
Rock. What a great catch. Arta with the low runner. Rock is there to scoop it up. Backhand. Oh, dropping between them. That is tipped. That's 4 points now for the Cyclones.
Rock seems to have made an adjustment there in his catching. Consistent catching in the backcourt. Some particularly hard balls. One, obviously, that scoop. A couple at the side wall. Very well done. Still a possible set point here for El Barba and Arta in the purple shirts for the Chargers.
Arta takes a serve before it crosses. Blasts the backhand. Ron takes off, looking for the rebote. Save to the inside. Arta keeps the pressure on another backhand. Rock steps up, takes it. Arta up at the 9 line. Big backhand. That just does clear the overhead screen. Ron keeps it on the right side. Forehand rebote. That's tipped. Cyclones have come back to tie it up at 5-5. This is set point.
Interesting comeback here for Ron and Rock. Barba trying to encourage Arta to maintain his focus and stay in it.
Well placed serve. Better catch there by Arta. Puts it on the wall. Rock, great catch. Backhand, pushes him to the outside. Arta goes up for it. Ron has it off the sidewall. A runner to the inside. Leaping grab by Arta in the backcourt. Out to the middle of the court. Rock controls this one. Sidearm play. Arta steps around it. Keeps it on the left side. Low runner. Oh, look at Ron coming cross court. Cuts it off in the air. Backhand lifted to Arta. Rock with a tip ball, point and set. Chargers close it out 6-5. 2 minutes, we'll come back and play set 2.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Chargers clearly stepped out in front there in that first set here with El Barba and Arta. El Barba with some fantastic serves. Arta consistently backing him up. Ron and Rock having a little bit of a difficult time getting things started. Then Rock seemed to get those catching issues resolved, was making the catches.
Yeah, and Ron, I mean, a good introduction in this 5th division with the amount of shots that he throws. It's going to be a tough team. You got to test the opposing front quarters here in this 5th division. And Ron going to do just that. Scored a couple from the Costado early on. Good play late in that set, tied it up. But again, just a couple misses by Rock in the back, couple good serves by El Barba, and that's the difference, 6-5 in favor of the Chargers.
There we are in the DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking the breaks back there in between sets and to prepare for matches. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently in our 2nd of 6 scheduled matches on the day. Focus here on the Cyclones team. See Bueno there in Cyclones jacket and some replays from that first set.
Drop shot to open it up. That's one of the Costado shots we're talking about.
See, Barba was prepared for Ron to go to the outside. Ron's tricky. You don't know where he's going. Barba was prepared to go to the outside.
Now Barba trying some sneaky shots, not working on Ron early on, and after that, kind of went away from the shots up there in the front court.
Yeah.
Relying on the
But
serve.
that serve,
Yeah.
what an effective serve. Look at see, it like hit the ground in the service box, stayed low, and like skipped. Like a slider, I think. Is that appropriate? I don't know much about baseball, but what does a slider do?
Well, slider. Yeah, I mean, it slides.
Okay, that's what that did.
Yeah, kind of. A little bit of a skipper there. Effective. Either way, 6-5. Chargers take the first set. Second set will begin. The Cyclones controlling the serve. There's a serve. We begin our second set with an ace. Cyclones take the first point. Here's Rock from the left side, the backhand, pulled in by El Barba. Here's El Barba, up at the 8 line, the backhand opens up. Here's the rebote. Left side, stopped by Ron, split placement, split them up to score off the rebote. That's 2 points.
Ron has always been someone who understands the geometry of the court, especially putting things in motion. In that case there, both players were close to it. Neither could make the catch.
This one comes up the middle. Arta on the bounce picks it up. Rock there, forehand over the top at the 12 line, cut off by El Barba. Charging up at the 6, big backhand follows. Here's the rebote. Forehand, Ron pushes it to the outside. Arta looking for it, makes the save.
Tough one.
Early hop there by Rock, comes away with it, puts it over the top. This one slows it down for the moment. Arta at the 9 line, low runner. Rock steps up. Big backhand, this one clears the overhead screen. Forehand rebote, coming in low and hard, picked up again. Arta from the middle of the court. This one dropping low on a knee. Rock comes away, gets the backhand off in time. A little bit of traffic there in the backcourt. Arta gets it off. Here's Ron. On launches this one. That clipped the rail. That is out of play. First point for the Chargers here in this second set.
Yeah, that point was getting a little bit messy with the contact between the back quarters here. Then El Barba. I'll tell you something, Barba's court positioning has been spot on, one of the best parts of his game. Limits the amount of time he has to spend running or otherwise moving to the ball.
Drop shot. Scores.
That point scored 4. Ron and Rock, they have 4 points. Ron has the serve. There's a big backhand by Arta, caught by Rock. Rock on the backhand. Arta's there. Arta from the 9 line.
Here's Rock from the forehand. Sidearm throw to the inside. Arta from the 10 comes back over the top. Ron, good catch. Quick scoop, back to the inside. Here's Arta. Rock from the 11 line. This one drops between them. Arta scooped it up.
Communication between El Barba and Arta is pretty spot on. Oh, Cortado
Robote coming in low. El Barba 2-wall. Ooh, to the outside, but that kicks outside of play.
Don't know if Ron was encouraging Barba to throw the 2-wall by... I don't mean he was telling him to do it, but play moved out there. Ron was going to be on it one way or the other. Barba went for it. Good for him. Just landed out.
Arta on the left side. This one pulled in by Rock. Arta reaching in high on the left side. There's a backhand.
There's a backhand by Rock to the inside. Robote, that rebound off the back wall. Big, big bounce. Oh, Rock goes way up high and makes a good catch. Tough play. Will score. Point and set for Ron and Rock. Taking the second set, 6-1.
Second set going to Ron and Rock, 6-1. The Cyclones forcing a third set for the second time today. First match going in favor of Benny. Took us 3 sets to decide that one. And here again, match number 2, 5th division doubles. First time I think both of these two teams have played together, showing some good stuff.
No, Ron, definitely much more of an offensive feature here in this set. Throwing it to the outside, clearly El Barba is able to make those catches. El Barba going back for that serve that worked for him well in the first set. Ron picks that one out of the air, just drops it inside. 1, 2 bounces, it scores. El Barba, great pick. Look at Ron. Talk about reading your opponent and just making the catch. Same player's cage, just on the other side, there is El Barba and Arta. El Barba won Dennis Dalton, part of the program since 2018. In terms of catching, court positioning, Barba's got it all. Picking the game up at 40, kind of hard. There is Ron in the foreground. Great to have him back in this program. Rock tying his cesta. Basically, the hand sits in the basket. Just the glove on top of it lays flat. That tie.
You see there, that blue tie. Only thing holding the hand in that cesta. Bueno encouraging Rock out all the way onto the court. We're ready to begin our third and final set.
There's the serve. We begin.
The first point goes to Ron and Rock. Ron the serves. Looked like El Barber was going in for that one. He backs off. Arts is there. Great catch by El Barba. Oh. Some confusion over whose ball that was. Both players were there. Ron's asking Rock to talk to him, saying, let me know if you're there.
1-1. We're tied up here in this third set. Low hard serve is an underserve. Second serve for El Barba. Second serve is good.
Great catch.
Rock just does get to it, lifts the backhand, picked off there by Arta. Here's Rock from the 11 line, backhand coming up the middle. Arta again, ooh, kept it on the left side, could not control it. That's a point for the Cyclones.
Ron and Rock maintaining their composure. Arta occasionally can start losing his focus, especially in a third set. So far, he's done well with it.
Arta has a serve, backhand to the inside, on the bounce. Robote saved by Ron. Arta attacks on the costado. 2-all attempt, stopped on the outside. Ron low and hard. Arta waiting for it. Good catch in the middle of the court. Low runner again. Rock elects to play the Robote. He makes a diving save. Arta, another costado. This one he keeps it to the inside. Rock's got it on the bounce. Hard backhand. Arta, left side Robote. Here's Rock, forehand over the top. Dropping, picked off high on the left side. Tremendous control on the wall. Rock steps out of the way. Ron diving, Robote save. Arta navigates the traffic. There's a 2-wall, lands in, and it scores. 2-2. We're tied up.
Decidedly better play there by Arta, snapping off a 2-wall there at the end. Very well done. Rock was there. Ron doesn't want to get in his way. Arta throwing a 2-wall, very well thrown. Oh, Rock was right there. Ball just hit the frame of his cesta. Point 4, the Chargers in purple.
Forehand to the inside. Oh, that's tipped.
Three points for Ron and Rock. Ron comes back to serve. Arta retying his cesta. Again, want to make sure that that cinta, that long tie, is tied the whole time.
Barba picks the serve, shoots it to the inside. Rock, diving rebote, save. It's a 2-wall. El Barba runs around it, backhand, low runner. Rock looking for another one. Oh, that one hooked into the floor. Great effort. That's going to be a 3rd point, though, for the Chargers. Tying it up again.
Rock did a great job of lining that up. Ball coming off of the back wall, getting it into his cesta. Just leaving the cesta, getting it up to the front wall. Just didn't make it.
Rock drops it to the inside. There's El Barba, good catch off the side wall. Rock gets in there in the backcourt, makes the catch in the air, hard to the inside. Arta calls him off. Big backhand, played at the 10 line. Rebote coming out. Ron stays with it, powerful throw to the inside. Scoop attempt missed. That's 4 points for the Cyclones.
So Ron would most definitely like to finish things off here.
Arta from the 11, there's a backhand, powerfully. This comes shooting off the back wall, on a knee. Ron makes the save, another scoop, that's missed. 5 points for the Cyclones, they have a possible match point.
See if Ron's able to finish this off here.
Fault over serve, second serve coming up. Arta on the backhand to the inside. Rock just out of the way. Ron puts it above the pad.
Great catch.
Well, Barba coming cross court, keeps the match going. To the inside, here's Rock, forehand, sidearm play. Taken off the wall by El Barba. There's the backhand, opening up to the outside. Ron on the rebote. Arta. Backhand, low runner on the wall. Good catch by Rock. Rock's backhand, just out of reach. El Barba makes a save. Ron in the middle of the court, just gonna pass with the backhand, launches it. El Barba just does get out there, makes the save, soft 2-wall. Ron, went for the shot, threw at the top part of the pad. Extends the match, 4 points for the Chargers.
Ron looking to finish things off there. Caught the top of the pad. Any part of the pad is bad.
Yeah, something here. I got a lot of...
El Barba maintaining his composure, knowing that the score is 4-5. Still possible match point here for Ron and Rock of the Cyclones.
Rock just does get to that serve, picks it off the floor, backhand on the inside for Arta. Arta, powerful throw, stopped by Rock. Rock from the 11 line, opens up to the middle. Arta out there for the rebote, makes a save, big bouncer on the numbers. Good catch there by Rock overhead. Comes out over the top. Bounces between them. That's on the wall, and it scores for the win. Point, set, and match. The Cyclones, Ron and Rock, get the win, winning 6-4 in the third set.
There you see Ron coming off the court with his first victory there. El Barba and Arta with a decidedly good effort.
Take a look at the game day scoreboard now. One doubles win for the Cyclones, one singles win for the Chargers. And the Cyclones lead 1.5 to 1. Coming up next, top division of doubles. Number 1 ranked matchup, Zuleika and Benny take on Fonda and Manu. Yeah, but how about Ron and Rock battling their way back? Lost the first set on the decisive 11th point. I think Ron's going to be a good fit in this fourth group. I mean, throws a lot of shots, good aggressive play up there in the front court and forcing the defense to make a couple plays. Cyclones made a few more late in that match. We're going to hear from the winning team, Ron and Rock, getting the Cyclones started with the first win of the season. Here they are.
All right, Ron and Rock, congratulations on winning that match. This is your first time playing together in Battle Court. What was it like getting out on the court today?
Well, it was great for us to be out there. We got a couple of practices within us. I need to communicate with them a little bit more. That's where we faulted during the first couple of sets and the whole match a little bit. I just wasn't communicating with him. But also, I guess it's because I was calling him out last year at the end of the year, saying I had the best Filipino last year with the Robin, and now he's going to be my partner. So Ron is my partner. So can't say that he's the best yet because that was only one match.
I need to show up.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. See what else happens on today's game day.
All right.
Thank
Cyclones.
You. Thank you.
Whoosh, whoosh.
And top division doubles up next. Zuleika and Benny take on Fonda and Manu. This is the first season where we've had a new number 1 doubles team for the Cyclones. It's been Carballo and Manu every season. Now Fonda picked up in the third round. He's paired up with Manu. Zuleika and Benny for the Chargers. This is a team we've seen over the last couple of seasons. Last year, compiling a record of 6-4 in their 10 doubles matches.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin the next match. Zuleika will have the serve for the Chargers. There's the serve. We begin. Benny on the backhand from the 10 line. Manu's there. Here's Benny. It's back to the inside. Manu at the side wall. A fine catch. Nice return. Benny now from the 11 line. Manu advances. Here's the backhand. Robote. Big backhand, a little too high. That kicked off the front wall and hit the overhead screen. First point of this match goes to the Chargers, Zuleika and Benny.
And Fonda, not the same type of player that Carballo was up there in the front court. A little more traditional style. And we're going to see how Manu makes that adjustment.
Robote forehand by Fonda. He makes the save. Here's Zuleika. Backhand to the inside. Robote forehand again by Fonda. Catch by Zuleika. Drop shot. Manu reads it, stops it, returns the backhand. A bullet over the head of Benny. Benny saves the Robote. It's a 2-all. Manu in the front court going for the scoop. Just missed. 2-all by Benny, scoring 2 points for Zuleika and Benny. Zuleika serves.
We'll take another look at this. Zuleika showing he's going to throw that drop shot this season. Saw a couple in the World Super Court this weekend. That's just going to open up the rest of the court for him to score on that 2-wall. How about Benny here? Maybe just trying to dig it out, turns it into a 2-wall, and gets it by Manu.
What a catch by Fonda. He sends it to the inside. Benny's there. Manu, backhand from the 11. Beautiful catch by Manu. Rebote forehand by Fonda. Stopped by Zuleika. He winds up. Placement to the outside. Stopped overhead of Manu. Manu looking across that side wall. He does. Benny stops it. Backhand from the 13 line. Fonda's there. Backhand. Rebote left side. It's a 2-all. Caught the pad, and the pad is bad. 3 points for Zuleika and Benny. Zuleika has a serve. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Manu off his footing right there, trying to turn that rebote into a 2-wall. Very ambitious, just catching the top part of the pad. Nothing overwhelming so far for this Chargers team. Good, consistent play.
Beautiful serve by Zuleika. Handled well in the backcourt by Manu. Zuleika at the side wall. Backhand. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand. Saved by Fonda. Ball to the outside. Goes a little too far outside. That's out of play. First point for Fonda and Manu of the Cyclones.
Well, Zuleika loves that 2-wall. One of the best shots in his arsenal, that Costado 2-wall. Threw that one a little bit higher than he usually does, maybe trying for a split placement. Either way, pushed it wide of the court. The Cyclones' first point of this match.
Here's the backhand by Benny. Powerfully thrown. Manu is there. Zuleika on the catch. Big right side. Rebote left side. Here's the catch by Fonda. Big backhand by Benny. That hit the overhead screen over the 8 line. 2 points for Fonda and Manu of the Cyclones. Fonda has the serve.
Yeah, trying to catch him out of position. Benny trying to blast the backhand.
Yeah, that would have gone so high on the back wall. Obviously way over Manu's head.
Right.
Come out to the rebote. Trying to catch Fonda off his footing, maybe?
Yeah, again, the risk reward there pretty low considering.
Yeah, it's not a common
you
place
don't
to hit
see
the
many,
overhead screen.
You don't see many home runs, meaning it hits off the back wall and goes over even the front quarter on the bounce.
Right. Rebote forehand by Fonda. He plays it high. Zuleika's got it. Backhand to the inside. Rebote forehand. Here's the backhand to the inside. Rebote coming out. Powerful Rebote. Rebote saved by Fonda. He just lays it up to make the play. Here's Zuleika. Zuleika powerfully to the outside. Fonda reads it. Rebote midcourt. Benny's there. Forehand from the 8 line. Manu on the Rebote. High and inside. Stopped in the air by Zuleika. Benny will save the Rebote at the 12 line. It scores. Well played by all 4 players. That's 4 points for Zuleika and Benny. Zuleika serves.
Zuleika turning it up in that point, cutting off a number of balls. Fonda just trying to do the same up there in the front court. Doesn't have maybe a go-to shot in the way that Zuleika does, but still trying to figure it out in just his second season playing in Battle Court.
Rebote forehand by Zuleika. Here's the catch and return by Fonda. Manu on the backhand from the 9 line. Catch by Benny. Here's Benny from the 12 line backhand to the inside. Manu's there. Manu again. Benny, beautiful catch off the sidewall. Powerful backhand. Right back to the corner. Manu is there. Benny to the inside. Manu again. Robote forehand by Zulaika. Manu makes the catch. Backhand from the 10 line. Zulaika. Backhand from the 8. High and hard to the back wall. Robote. That rebound off the back wall comes out. Played by Fonda. Fonda takes it in the air, winds up. Costi to pass. It does. Here's Benny. Robote's save. Fonda cuts it off in the air. Costado 2-all will score.
That's a
Well
good one.
played by Fonda. Fonda and Manu with 3. Zulaika and Benny with 4. Fonda has the serve.
A great opportunity here. Benny just lays it up. Again, I mean, Fonda threw one like that in singles where he was pretty close to the side wall.
Yeah.
Not easy to get a read for the opposing front court or whether he hit the sidewall first. Kind of listen out for it. Really well done. 4-3.
Beautiful catch. There's Benny on the return. Zulaika from the 9 line. Here's Benny. Backhand from the 11. Robote. Robote forehand. Zulaika makes the catch. Big backhand to the inside. Robote forehand. Scoop by Manu. Low runner to the inside, just above the pad. Benny takes a peek over his shoulder, makes the catch. Catch by Zulaika. He winds up. Costado 2-all. Stopped by Fonda. Fonda Carambola will score. "4-4 is the score. Fonda serves.
Yeah, take a look here. Look at that. The 2-all. Fonda gets out to it again. Great stop.
Here's the backhand by Benny. Manu on the catch. Here's the backhand from the 10 line. Benny now on the backhand to the inside. Here's Manu. Manu hard to the back wall. Benny cuts it off at the 13 line. Robote, forehand by Zulaika. Stopped by Fonda. Fonda on the backhand from the 7 line. Robote, the rebound from the back wall comes out. Catch by Manu. Robote left side by Benny. Manu makes the catch in the air. Backhand by Benny to the inside. Robote forehand by Fonda. Powerful backhand by Benny. Gets it way up high on the back wall. Zulaika makes the catch on the return from Fonda. The 2-all scooped up by Fonda. Cortada by Fonda. Juggled by Benny before it was thrown. Fonda and Manu have 5 points. Possible set point.
Yeah, and that's not an easy call for the judge to make there on the outside. But again, a little unnatural as Benny tried to control the catch.
Yeah, really. I mean,
resulting in that.
Really have to see it come out, and he did it did.
The way quite the comeback here. Early lead for the Chargers at full control of this set. Now leading 5-4 with a chance to close it out.
Here's a backhand by Benny. Manu's there. Robote. This one caught by Zuleika. Zuleika low and hard to the inside. Manu, beautiful catch at the 9 line. Big backhand follows. Robote coming out. Robote forehand. Scoop by Manu. What a catch by Benny at the sidewall. Another big backhand comes out. Robote saved by Fonda. Here's Benny. Manu goes to the floor, rifles the Robote. Benny's there. Fonda, forehand Robote, stopped by Zuleika. 2-0 by Zuleika, stopped, but dropped by Fonda. 5-5, set point.
You see how Fonda had that one lined up on his forehand and then had to make that late switch back to his left side. I can't tell you how many times we see players miss at that exact same throw.
Absolutely.
Trying to make that adjustment very quickly. You don't control it as much as you have to there on the left side. The ball pops out of the basket. Now we're at 5-5. This is it. Set point.
Good comeback here for the Chargers, for the Cyclones. Oh, Fonda picks it. Low and hard. Benny for the scoop. Holds on to it. Manu on the Robote. Catch by Zuleika. Robote dropping. Manu makes the save. Passing. Zuleika stopped on the forehand of Benny. Benny goes for the cortada that caught the pad, and the pad is bad. Point and a hard-fought set for Fonda and Manu of the Cyclones. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set. Quite the comeback there for Cyclones.
I mean, good read there by Benny, getting to it on the outside, and tough throw to score on. I mean, that deep in the corner, kill a lot of the speed on the throw when you hit the front wall. Just trying to thread the needle maybe a little bit too much. And in the end, 6-5, that decisive 11th point, going the way of the Cyclones. And I mentioned there's a new team for the Cyclones here in the #1 division for the first time. They're with Fonda coming to this team in the 3rd round of the draft. You see Amigarena there to his left. He was the 2nd round pick for this Cyclones team. Much different look than we've seen in the past. Here's some replays.
Definitely some hard throwing from both of these backquarters, Manu and Benny. Fonda, though, coming alive here.
Look at that 2-all.
No, just out of reach. We've seen Zuleika make those catches consistently. Zuleika now winding up. Here's the 2-all. Fonda, boom, right into the cesta.
Back to the outside, and again, the way that ball's spinning too.
Absolutely.
Hard to control it.
Here we are in the DraftKings players cage. See Manu there putting his helmet on. See Fonda in the foreground.
And Chargers are ready to go, Stu. This team is making their way out on the court. Zuleika and Benny with a couple extra games played in preparation for this fall 24 Battle Court season. Participated in the World Super Court this weekend. Compiling a record of 2-2 in their 4 group stage matches. They did not reach the semifinal round. The veteran team need a response here. Down a set.
We are ready to begin our second set. Here's the serve.
We begin. Beautiful catch by Manu in the backcourt. Hard backhand, Benny's there. There's a backhand by Benny to the inside. Manu from the 12 line. Benny, backhand. Low and hard. Scooped up beautifully by Manu in the backcourt. Robote forehand by Zulaika. Here's Manu. What a catch by Benny at the 13 line. Manu is there. Robote, forehand save by Zulaika. Fonda takes it to 7 line. Zulaika picks it out of the air, backhand, hard to the back wall. Robote coming out, forehand robote by Fonda. Manu saves the robote. Benny backing up, makes the catch at the 12 line. Here's the forehand play. Zulaika faked it to the outside, puts it back inside. Backhand by Manu. Benny goes to the corner, cannot make the catch. Here's Zulaika on the save. Fonda winds up. Scoop by Benny. Fonda read the robote well, could not complete the play. First point, second set goes to Zulaika and Benny of the Chargers.
Well, Fonda had some experience with that shot in singles. Now seeing it in doubles, lined it up beautifully. I mean, that's more than half the battle is reading the ball and getting yourself into the proper position. Just couldn't turn it there from the left side.
There's the backhand by Manu. Backhand by Manu to the inside. Here's the backhand by Manu. Robote forehand to the outside will score. Beautifully executed by Zulaika. That's a second point for Zulaika and Benny.
Look at this one. In an instant, turns it hard to the outside, just out of the reach of Fonda right there. What a weapon for Zulaika. One of the most powerful forehands on the roster, whether it catches it front ways off the robote.
Ball tipped off the serve. That's 3 points for Zulaika and Benny of the Chargers. Zulaika serves.
Yeah, not sure if he was going for that serve or it kind of ate him up and had to go for it at the last second. Either way, tough to control there. And
yeah, are you going for it? You're trying to get out of the way.
Right.
Yeah, hard to tell.
And looked like maybe more of an angle off the sidewall than Fonda was predicting. Either way, 3-0. Chargers with a good comeback to begin this second set.
Outside placement of the serve, picked up in the backcourt by Manu. Catch by Benny. Oh, tip ball by Benny. This will be a point for Fonda and Manu of the Cyclones. Fonda serves.
Again, just perfectly placed. And you talk about where you want it, crossing the sidewall that low. And Benny had it lined up, but controlling that ball. Really wants to come out of the basket, and it did late. You need the Cyclones that first point.
Backhand by Benny to the inside, powerfully thrown over the head of Manu. Fonda makes the save on the robote. Catch by Zulaika. Zulaika low and hard. Manu moves up, catches it at the 9 line. Backhand by Benny. Manu is there. Manu from the 11. Benny now from the 11. High and hard to the back wall. Rebote coming out again. Fonda for the rebote. Sends it to the inside. Here's Benny. Rebote forehand saved by Zuleika. Manu's there. There's a backhand by Benny. Scoop by Manu. There's a backhand by Manu. Benny's there. Forehand from the 12 line. Back to the inside. Fonda takes it in the air at the 7. Scoop by Benny. Fonda goes to the floor to make the save. Zuleika, Costado to the inside, low and hard off the cesta of Manu on the tip. 4 points for Zuleika and Benny. Zuleika serves.
Yeah, well played point by the Chargers there. Kept getting it into the corner, forcing Rebote after Rebote, and then in the end finally lays it up. Zuleika's able to kill it, crossing and putting it right at the feet of Manu there. 4-1 this second set now.
There's a backhand by Manu, low and hard to the inside. Manu takes that one in the air. Here's the backhand from the 10 line. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand by Zuleika. What a catch by Manu off the sidewall. Backhand by Manu. Backhand 2-all by Manu. Lands in to score. 2 points, 4 for Fonda and Manu. Zuleika and Benny have 4. We're playing the 6. Fonda serves.
Well, that's pretty nasty in the good sense of the word here. I mean, puts it into the sidewall quickly.
Yeah, that worked very well for Manu. Well, you know, he's just got so much control on that backhand that it just goes to reason that he'd throw that well.
Just out of reach, landing just inside the boundary. Absolutely perfect.
Beautiful throw by Benny. Even nicer scoop there by Manu. Here's a backhand by Manu. Rebote forehand to the inside, passing. Fonda on the rebote. Benny's looking for the rebote save at the 11 line. Catch by Fonda. Benny makes the catch. Powerful forehand rebote over the top by Zuleika. Low runner to the inside by Manu. Benny on the return. Here's Manu. There's a backhand by Manu. Rebote forehand save by Fonda. Zuleika, fine catch on the left side, sends it back to the rebote. Fonda's there. Benny on the rebote. Manu chooses the rebote, plays for the big bounce. Came up quick on Benny, he made the catch. Fonda cross court to make the catch. 2-all. Zuleika stops it. Karam return will score. 5 points and a possible set for Zuleika and Benny. Zuleika has the serve for the Chargers.
Well, just a great sequence up in the front court. Fonda shoots a pretty good 2-all, opening up wide. You see the reach by Zuleika. Again, don't want to get your feet trapped in the net. Carambola coming right back to him. The way that ball's spinning, you just have to focus a little extra on controlling it on the right side. You see that's a second miss now coming for him. 5-2. Looking for a third set yet again.
What a catch by Manu. Here's the backhand. Rebote coming all the way out to the 5 line. Fired from the forehand of Zuleika. Another spectacular grab there by Manu. What a catch by Benny. Manu deep in the backcourt. Backhand. Rebote forehand, low and hard. Manu on the rebote. Benny makes the catch. Backhand. Rebote left side. Manu on the forehand. From the 9 line, hard to the inside. Rebote dropping and scoring. 3 points for Fonda and Manu of the Cyclones. Fonda serves.
Yeah, it really just died off the back wall there. I mean, Zuleika had it lined up and waiting for it, trying to dig it out, and just didn't have enough momentum to make its way to him. Really no fault of either player there. Benny, no chance for him to make that catch. See what happens here now. Cyclones with an extra life. They took advantage in the first set, coming all the way back. Just need 3 in a row now.
Backhand by Benny. Here's Manu, backhand from the 11 line. Rebote forehand. Beautiful catch by Zuleika. Difficult play at the side wall. Rebote forehand to the inside. What a catch by Manu. Rebote forehand saved by Fonda. Zuleika has it powerfully and scoring, crossing the side wall. That is point and set for Zuleika and Benny. So that's 1 set for Zuleika and Benny, 1 set for Fonda and Manu. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. We will go on to a third and decisive set here in just over a minute.
Arta over there with Benny, one of the new additions to the Chargers this season in the 4th division. See some replays now from set number 2. Rebote was just fire there by Zuleika, coming out of the cesta with a different type of pace throughout that second set. Look at the defense here. And then the offense to match, coming right back to him. And,
yeah, that's a difficult scoop to make there. Once again, back in the DraftKings players cage. There you see Zuleika on the right side of your screen. And it switched. Far right is Manu. Bueno going in there. See Fonda sitting down on the bench. Amiga Reina.
a couple players for both sides in there, Stu.
Yeah.
Seen a couple so far. Some still to play. Iturbide and Gallo take on Ron and Amiga Reina up next. That's Division 4 doubles. Then a matchup of the two #1 players in singles, Zuleika and Manu. That's match number 5 today. And then the finale. The modern-day Division 6 debuting for the first time here in the Fall 24. The 5th and 6th ranked players paired together now in Division 6. You'll be seeing that matchup today.
I remember when the thought about how that might work was germinated back here in the announcer's booth, and Andrew had a big smile on his face. And the powers that be said, yes, that's a good idea.
Here we are. That's El Barba and Gallo against Bueno and Rock. That's match number 6. Match number 3 right now. Another third set. See who takes this one.
We're ready to begin our third and final set. First team to reach 6 points will win this match. Fonda will have the serve for the Cyclones. Excellent catch by Benny. Here's a backhand by Manu. Manu high and hard to the back wall. Zuleika, rebote play. Catch by Manu. Manu from the forehand outside. Placement with a light touch. Benny alone for the rebote. Going to take it on the forehand. Hard throw by Fonda. Scooped up in the backcourt by Benny. Fonda, difficult play at the 8 line. Here's the backhand. Benny's got it. Excellent catch by Benny. Backhand from the 12 line. Here's Manu. Powerful, powerful forehand by Zulaika on the rebote. Fonda makes a save. Benny advances, makes the catch midcourt. Rebote forehand fired by Zulaika. Rebote left side by Manu. Zulaika's there. Winding up. 2-all. Will score. First point of the third and decisive set goes to the Chargers in purple. Zulaika and Benny.
Prime opportunity there for Zulaika off the wall. Gets it on the costado. And look at this 2-all. Landing at about the 3 line into the net there, about the 4 line. Just out of reach.
Here's the catch by Benny. Here's backhand. Here's the backhand by Manu. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. Manu takes that on the bounce. Backhand. Low and hard to the inside. Benny's got it at the 13 line. Fonda midcourt. Forehand. Rebote save by Zulaika to the inside. Here's Manu over the top. Benny moves up. Takes it overhead. Scoop by Manu. Here's the backhand. Benny from the 8 line, low and hard. Scoop by Manu. There's the backhand again. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall comes out. 2-all is out. 2 points for the purple shirts, Zulaika and Benny. Zulaika has the serve.
And Manu just trying to get something by the defense here. The Chargers moving just so well together. I mean, that experience.
Changing something up. And
well, you mentioned, I mean, what now? I think since season 3, these guys have played together, so be their 4th Battle Court season in a row, including some tournaments as well. And these guys really know, Zulaika and Benny know how to work with each other.
Benny on the catch, backhand from the 11 line. That rebound off the back wall comes to the forehand of Fonda, played to the inside. Rebote left side by Zulaika. Drop shot, stopped by Zulaika. Zulaika low and hard. Scoop attempt is tipped. That is 3 points for Zulaika and Benny. Zulaika serves.
And after a while, it's just not much you can do. Can't handle those forehands consistently by Zulaika. Just gets too much power behind it. You can make 1 catch, 2, 3 in a row. That's going to be a different story. His power forcing the defense to lay up some of these rebotes, and then he's killing it on the return. Zulaika taking over here.
Fault over serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Here's the backhand by Manu. Rebote left side by Benny. Fonda's there. Fonda to the inside. Benny scoops it. Backhand to the inside. Manu on the catch. Here's the backhand by Benny. Zulaika now. Big backhand. Big backhand from the 8 line. Rebote kicks all the way up to the 4 line. Turn to the inside by Fonda. Beautiful catch by Manu. Benny from the 11. Robote to the inside. Benny takes it on the forehand. Robote left side. This one caught by Zulaika. Zulaika split placement, scooped up by Fonda. Fonda's 2-all. Lands in and scores. There'll be no shutout here in this third and final set. First to 6 points will win this match. Fonda has the serve for the Cyclones.
Well, the best one Fonda's thrown today. Split placement attempt. That's a good read by Fonda. Not easy to control there on the left side, as we talked about a little earlier, and then killing it on the return.
Yeah, Zulaika close to getting it, but just not able to bring it into the basket. Here's the backhand by Benny. Manu from the 9 line, low and hard to the inside. Benny's there. Backhand from the 11 line. He goes deep. Robote. Robote left side by Manu. Catch by Zulaika. Split placement by Zulaika will score. 4 points for the Chargers. Zulaika and Benny. Zulaika has the serve.
That one is so hard to read because he just kind of threw it to the corner. There's no way you can predict if this is going to hit the sidewall or the front wall first. I mean, right at the corner, you see how far away both players are. Manu's reaction tells you everything you need to know. No chance to read it. And a big point going the way of the Chargers. 4-1 now, just 2 points away from closing out the match.
Here's a backhand by Manu to the inside. Benny will back up but let it pass. Zulaika makes the save. Fonda reaches overhead from the 8 line. Low and hard to the inside. Benny's there. Benny with the low runner. Off the frame of Manu Sesta. That is 5 points for Zulaika and Benny. This is possible match point.
And a rare miss for Manu that far off the wall, even on the bounce. I mean, he makes every catch, whether in the air, off the floor, any part of the court. Big miss there for the Chargers. See if they can close it.
Benny on the catch. Backhand from the 11 line. That clears the overhead screen. Robote is out. Played by Fonda to pass. Benny with the catch. Backhand. Here's a backhand by Manu. Robote coming out. Robote forehand, wall to wall, as thrown by Zulaika. Splitter actually stopped on the forehand of Zulaika. The Karam will score to win. Point set and match for Zulaika and Benny of the Chargers.
Dominant performance to close it out in the third set. Benny alongside Zulaika up there in the front, 6-3, 6-1. They get the win, taking the final 2 sets. Chargers retake the lead in the game day. See that score in the bottom left-hand side of your screen. And up next, sticking with doubles, we're going to see 4th division matchup, Iturbide and Gallo. Gallo making his debut against Ron and Amigarena. Take a look there at the game day score. Again, the game day scoreboard, 2.5 points to 1.5 for the Chargers here. Opening game day for both of these two teams. A new look really for the Cyclones, adding a new player in the 2nd division, 3rd, 4th, and also round 6. Just 3 new players for the Chargers. We're going to hear from Zulaika and Benny. This veteran team played together in the Super Court, didn't make it out of the group stage, but they are 1-0 to begin the Battle Court season.
So, like, Benny, congratulations on winning that match. You guys have been playing together for quite a couple seasons now, and it seems that every season it just gets smoother and smoother. How do you work in your communication as a doubles team?
Yeah, we've definitely gotten better since we first started playing here, and especially recently because we've been practicing a lot for the World Super Court. That was this weekend, and yeah, we just feel really comfortable playing with each other now.
Yeah, also communication is one of our key. We talk a lot on the court, off the court. So we try to improve our mistakes and keep doing better.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. We'll see what else happens on today's game day.
Yeah, thank you.
Fourth division. Up next, Iturbide and Gallo take on Ron and Amigarena. Completely new team for the Cyclones. Iturbide, we've seen what he can do up in the front for the Chargers. 21-4 overall last year, combined singles and doubles. One of the best records in all of Battle Court. Tough first matchup here for Ron and Amigarena. Ron already with a win up in the front today. I give him a little confidence here with Amigarena back behind him. See how this fourth match goes on this game day.
And Gallo making his debut there here at Magic City and for Battle Court.
There's a serve. We begin. Backhand to the inside. Stopped by Amigarena. Amigarena, low runner. Iturbide out of the way. Gallo from the backcourt. Sidearm play to the inside. That one picked off by Ron. Big backhand. Takes Iturbide to the outside. Looking for the rebote. Hard to the inside. Picked up on the bounce. Here's Amigarena. Iturbide again. Keeps it on the left side. High, hard throw. Amigarena steps back to the 13 line. Ooh, drop shot attempt caught the top of the pad. Is out of play. First point goes to Ron and Amigarena.
Remember, Iturbide from last season, 1-2 throw shots, but usually feels them out sometimes in the beginning of the match, taking a few shots to get his feet under him. Begins landing them as the match goes on.
Gallo gets up to the serve. Low runner again. Oh, right on the wall. That one scores. Quick point. We're tied up 1-1.
Gallo's had some practice out here the last couple weeks. Late addition to the Battle Court draft.
Amigarena from the outside. Low runner. Iturbide stays with it. Drops it to the inside. Ron on the costado, hard throw. Scoop by Gallo. Backhand to the inside. Here's Amigarena from the 10. Low runner. Caught in the air by Iturbide. Amigarena runs around it. Backhand. Picked off again. Iturbide back at the 9 line. Hard throw. A little closer to the sidewall. Amigarena handles. Gallo on the forehand. Ron lets that one pass. Amigarena alone for the rebote. Puts it up the middle. Iturbide, there's a costado, the drop shot. Got the first bounce, not the second. Ron to the outside. That one scores.
I'll tell you, Iturbide was right on that, but if you were to look at a quick replay, looked like he went for the scoop, took his eye off the ball, was looking exactly where he wanted to throw it.
Ball in and out of the cesta. Gallo, that's an ace. Ron and Amigarena now have 3. Gallo from the left side. There's a backhand coming in low. Picked up on the bounce by Amigarena from the backcourt. Hard throw. Gallo out of the way. Iturbide left side rebote. Ron attacking into the drop shot. Iturbide gets up to it. Iturbide, the Filo scores. 2 points for the Chargers.
Yeah, if there was anything more to throw that with, I don't know what it was. Iturbide rifled that to the outside. See Ron go for the kill shot, dropping it inside. Iturbide reads it perfect. And he's at the 3.5 line. Ron doing a good job of keeping himself safe.
Migarena comes out on the left side, little bullet picked off overhead. Iturbide launches this one, wall to wall. Cutting to the inside, Ron lays it up. Iturbide backed up to the 8. Another hard backhand. Migarena has this one. Robote forehand, tough save, crashing into the sidewall. Ron, that hops over his head. Migarena gets there before the second bounce. Iturbide, long split placement, one-handed scoop by Ron. Ron into the 2-wall, that opens up to score. 4-2 lead for the Cyclones.
Boy, Ron just spot on. Here we see one-handed scoop immediately into the Costalo position. Well executed by Ron. Very well done. Iturbide there, just not there to make the catch. Okay.
Migarena there at the 10 line, backhand coming in low, stopped by Iturbide. Iturbide, this one kicking up, not past to Migarena, back to the 13 line, he controls it. Gallo from the 12 line, backhand on the wall, picked off by Ron. Ron, good power behind this one, clears the overhead screen. Iturbide tracks it down and passes on the return. Robote pushed to the outside, that lands outside the court. That's a 3rd point for the Chargers, just a 1-point deficit.
Yeah, Ron trying to get that ball to the outside, just a little too far outside, landing out of play. Ron was walking over to the judge to, I think, to ask the judge to tie his shoe. Obviously, when you have your cesta tied on, you can't tie your shoe. The judge is often performing that duty. Ron choosing to take his cesta off there. He'll tie back into it. Once again, you are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida.
Powerful serve. That's going to be an ace. 4-4 is the score. Iturbide and Gallo serve. Another hard serve. That is an underserve, though. Second serve coming up.
Ball has to land between the 4 and 7 line on the serve. That one landing just short.
There's a backhand by Migarena. Iturbide cuts it off on the inside. Hard throw. Migarena out of the way. Ron alone for the Robote makes the save. Iturbide's 2-wall thrown in to score. The Chargers lead 5-4. They have a possible set point.
So that shot just beautifully executed by Iturbide, one of the best 2-walls on the roster. See, he makes the catch, lines up his shot, boom. About 10, 12 feet between that ball as it goes out to the net and the nearest player.
Hard serve, what
Tremendous
a catch by
catch.
Migarena in the corner. Gallo from the left side makes the catch, drops it on the wall. Migarena got to make a tough Robote save, he does so. Iturbide attacks, hard to the inside, what a scoop by Migarena. Backhand floated to the 12 line where it scores. 5-5, this is set point.
Tough miss there for Gallo deep in the backcourt. Iturbide saying, don't worry about it, let it come out to the Robote if you need to.
Ball tipped in the service box. Point and set. The Cyclones, Ron and Migarena come back, win it 6-5. 2 minutes, we'll play set 2.
Yeah, don't know that Iturbide didn't feel a little bit of pressure to make something happen there. That was a particularly good serve by Ron. Here we are in the DraftKings Players Cage. Players coming back here to take breaks in between sets and to prepare for matches. You are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton
in Miami, Florida. Currently playing our 4th of 6 scheduled matches on the day. Here's some replays from that first set. Again, Chargers going up against the Cyclones. Chargers in purple. Cyclones in blue and white. 2-all there by Ron, working beautifully to score. Team captain Manu giving some feedback to Amiga Reina. Started with us here in 2024, a little earlier in the year for Spring Battle Court. Just gotten progressively better and better and better, almost by the week. Communication between Amiga Reina and Ron Key here. Don't have much experience playing with each other. Game plan between Gallo and Iturbide, on the other hand, who are already on the court, seems to be Gallo's going to take what lands in the backcourt, but Iturbide play everything else. Not a bad game plan.
Yeah, last season, Iturbide and Bradley were the 4th division team for the Chargers. They finished still with the best record in that group, undefeated in the regular season at 10-0. Now they got Gallo back there. Late addition to the roster, as you mentioned, coming in for the first time, first match. A few misses early on. See what happens here in the second set, see how they respond. We are ready to begin set number 2. Iturbide and Gallo have the serve. There's a serve. Our second set is underway. Amiga Reina blasts the backhand. Forehand rebote. Stays inside. Take it in. Here's Amiga Reina from the 11 line. Backhand. Drops between them. Rebote saved by Iturbide. Ron attacking. Not going to get there. Lets it pass to the backcourt. Here's Gallo on the inside from the 11. Backhand. Stopped on the forehand now. Amiga Reina. Right up the middle. Iturbide's got it. Iturbide crossing the sidewall. Amiga Reina has to line up the rebote. He makes the save. Gallo from the backcourt. Forehand over the top. Crossing the sidewall. There's Amiga Reina. Backhand coming in low and hard. Stopped by Iturbide. Amiga Reina from the 13 line. That ball is tipped. First point going to Ron and Amiga Reina. They're in our second set.
Iturbide encouraging Gallo there not to get discouraged by a miss.
Gallo on the backhand. This one pulled in by Amiga Reina. From the 11 line, little bullet picked off. Here's Iturbide, the long 2-all. Landing in, Ron stops it. Ron the carambola. Picked off by Iturbide. Iturbide hard to the inside at the feet of Amiga Reina, and he scoops it up. Rebote comes shooting out. Iturbide back to the inside. Here's Ron. Backhand launched into the corner. Rebote coming out, dug out, and that's not going to reach the front wall. 2 points for the Cyclones to begin this second set.
Well, I'll tell you, this Ron and Amiga Reina team seem pretty locked in. I mean, Amiga Reina doesn't seem to have missed a lick from where he finished the season, which was with tremendous catching and great rebotes. Much more comfortable with this court and this ball.
Gallo again into the corner. Ron from the 8 line, the backhand. Gallo pulls it in. Iturbide back there at the 10. Hard throw, kicking up and out. Ron tracks it down, pushes it to the outside. Iturbide runs under it. Iturbide with the carom. That lands in, and it scores. First point of the second set for the Chargers.
So the carom forehand kill shot. Thrown from the forehand into the sidewall.
opens up, hits the front wall, lands on the floor just in bounds there before going out to the screen. Right out of reach of Ron.
Gallo from the left side, high and hard. Trying to get this one past to Migarena. He does so. Rebote left side. Hard up the middle on the bounce. Gallo. Low runner. Picked it in the air. Here's a Migarena now. Gallo on the right side. Hard throw crossing. Here's Rebote. Migarena diving save. Iturbide attacking. Coming cross court. The backhand. Off his footing. Migarena comes away with it. Back over the top. Iturbide from the costado into the drop shot. Got the first bounce and the second's on the wall. That's going to score. Perfectly thrown to tie it up 2-2.
Yeah, Iturbide reading the court beautifully there. Saw Migarena hanging back. Inside placement with a light touch. Just throw it out of the reach of your opponents. Ron was to the outside.
That serve coming in hard is an ace. Chargers lead 3-2.
Iturbide's got it. Use it.
Powerful serve coming in again. Migarena's got this one. Backhand to the inside. Iturbide. Out to the middle of the court. Ron has it overhead. Backhand coming in low and hard. Picked off the side wall. This one high and hard coming out. Rebote. Ron stays with it. Clears the overhead screen and gets it to pass. Iturbide with a diving save. Ron has it on the costado splitter. Caught in the air by Iturbide. The carom by Iturbide scores.
That catch by Iturbide was spot on, beautiful. Returning the carom. Again, you'll see he lays it up. Here's Ron, rifling it. Winds up clipping the side wall. Iturbide's got it, throws the kill shot. That's Iturbide's game. Shot after shot after shot. If it's not working in the first set, he'll bring it to the second set.
Migarena, hard backhand, pulled in this time by Gallo. Ron up at the front, blast the backhand, Rebote comes shooting out. Iturbide with a nice save to the inside. Migarena backs up, stops it at 13. Hard throw into the corner, Rebote, that's on the wall, saved by Iturbide. Into the backcourt of Migarena. Hard throw again. Gallo on the left side, comes out with the backhand. Dropping on the wall, and Migarena has it at the 10. Hard throw again. Coming up to the 6, Iturbide up the middle. Ron into the 2 wall, but that's too low. 5 straight for the Chargers. They have a possible set point.
Yeah, Ron really trying to thread the needle there. Made a good catch. Knew that he wanted to throw the 2 wall. Just could not keep it above the pad.
Strong backhand, wall to wall, Rebote forehand. Iturbide plays it to the inside on the bounce. Migarena from up at the 10, hard back in again. Gallo switches from left to right, comes out over the top. Ron, quick bounce, stepped in there, and that ball is tipped. Point and set. Chargers take it 6-2. 2 minutes, we'll come back and play a third and decisive set.
Yeah, something there just a little bit different at the end for Gallo. Made the catch on the forehand, threw it over the top on the right side, keeping it very much inside. Just came up very quickly on Ron.
And Gallo improving on the catch in that second set. I mean, a couple misses early on, and that's to be expected in your first match out there. Different type of pressure, different court.
Looks like a brand new
ball.
Cesta as well. So
yeah.
If he's playing, so Cestas when they're new. Again, these Cestas are entirely handmade. From a frame that's steam bent chestnut to the ribs and reeds. Entirely handmade. And when they're first made, when you first get a cesta, basically rigid, I guess is the best way to put it. It gradually loosens up with every catch and every throw that you make. So we like to say that it's a little easier to throw with a new cesta if you have control with it, but catching can be, the ball can hit it, and it's like trying to catch a moving ball on a 2x4.
Well, kind of like a baseball glove. Like a new baseball glove tends to be a little
There you go.
stiffer, a little firmer. You got to loosen it up, do some things, and then the mitt's good to go after a while. Don't have to throw with the mitt, though. That's a different story. Some replays here throughout that second set. Some more offense shown by the Chargers, too, moving around up in the front court and leading to this 6 straight point run. See here, diving rebote save. Ron goes for the shot. May have been out anyway. Iturbide catches it in the air. Then look at the kill here. The carom, forehand, hits the side wall, the front wall.
Just so well
lands
done.
in
Very well done.
towards the outside there. 6-2 in favor of the Chargers in the second set. 4th match in a row that has gone the distance into this third set. 2.5 points for the Chargers thus far. 1.5 points on the game day for the Cyclones. And this third set will decide where these next 1.5 points go. Ron has the serve for the Cyclones, ready to begin this third set. We are ready to begin set number 3. Ron and Amigarena serve to Iturbide and Gallo. That serve begins our third set. It starts with an ace.
A little bit of traffic here in the backcourt. Amigarena trying to move out of Gallo's way. Gallo reaching around Amigarena, trying to make that catch. Couldn't hold on to the ball.
Gallo with the backhand, kicking up and out. Ron on the rebote. Save to the outside, and that kicks off the court and out of play. 1-1. We're tied up.
Rules of Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Oh, Amigarena, great catch back in the corner. Puts it on the wall. Iturbide from the 9, backhand out to the middle. Here's Ron. Gallo has it off the sidewall. Backhand opens up. Amigarena switches to the forehand outside placement. Oh, that lands outside of play. 2-1 in favor of the Chargers.
So Amigarena changing things up a little bit there. He doesn't throw a lot of shots. Went with an outside placement, landed wide.
Gallo from the 12 line, big backhand. Ooh, that's up in the overhead screen and out of play. Trading points here, 2-2. Cyclones serve.
Got to balance power with accuracy there. Gallo trying to get the ball past both of his opponents over their head. Wound up hitting the overhead screen.
Oh, in and out of the cesta it goes. Another ace for Ron. That's a 3-2 lead for the Cyclones.
That's one of those things. Teammates basically tell him, don't worry, shake it off. And it's one of those things. You start missing balls. You start thinking that you can't catch the ball. And he absolutely can catch the ball.
Gallo handles this one. Strong backhand. Passing easily. Ron tracks it down. Rebote sticks to the inside. Gallo reaching. That one missed. 4-2 in favor of the Cyclones. Backhand inside, dropping low for Amigarena. Just above the pad, Iturbide's got it. Oh, that stays inside. Amigarena got to make a diving save. He keeps it going. Iturbe again. Oh, dropped into the pad. And the pad is bad. 5 points for the Cyclones. Ron and Amigarena have a possible match point.
Iturbe trying to kill the point there. Just caught the pad on the inside.
Look at this save.
Yeah, Amigarena switches from taking it in front of him to making the save off the back wall. Great play.
Strong backhand again, clearing the overhead screen. Ron Robote picked inside.
What a
Good catch
catch
by Iturbe up the wall. Amigarena back beyond the 13 line, keeps it to the inside. There's Gallo, backhand. Pulled in by Ron. Ron on the Costado splitter. Scoop by Iturbe. The 2-wall by Iturbe. Ron gets there on the outside. Carambola picked up by Iturbe. Hard backhand. Passing. Ron, aggressive call. He makes the save on the backhand. Gallo, good control on the inside. Backhand above the pad. Scoop by Ron. Ron to the outside. That lands in to score. Call on the judge was in, and the Chargers have requested a challenge. Yeah, back judge was moving. Sorry, the front judge was the one that made that call. The back judge was moving out of the way as that ball was coming towards the line. Front judge with the best view made the call. Chargers would like to take a look at it. Some updated challenge rules, Stu, for this season. If an out call is changed to in, the point is replayed if the cesta of the player on the opposing team made contact with the ball. However, if no contact was made between the ball and the cesta, the call is reversed and a point will be awarded to the correct team. Again, this is a case where the call on the floor
Was in.
So if the ball touches any part of the line, that call will be overturned and the point will go to the Chargers. So it's an easy call. It was called in. If it's out, and we can award a point to the Chargers in this case.
Watching this, it does appear that part of it strikes the innermost part of the line.
And again, this has got to land completely inside the court. And you're going to see, I mean, if it lands right there.
I believe that touched the line. I mean,
that's on the red.
Even with the replay, it's a bit.
From our vantage point, again. You know,
exactly.
We don't make the final call.
No. Fortunately, we have
we get the first look at it the same way you guys do, and then you see a look there.
I believe we have a call. We don't have a call. Once again, play still under review.
And outside placement as thrown by Ron of the Cyclones. And we're going to get another look right here. Ron of the Cyclones threw it.
We have a call coming.
The call by the judge was in. Let's see. All right. So Chief Judge comes back, says the ball touched the line, meaning the call has been changed to out. Point will go to the Chargers here. That extends the match. That's going to be their third point. Still going here. Chargers will serve. Amigarena takes the serve. Hard backhand. Robote. Forehand. Played up at the 7 line. To the inside. There's Amigarena. Backhand from the 10. Low runner. Stopped there by Gallo. Oh, the backhand comes out low. Point, set, and match. The Cyclones win it. The third set, 6-3. Ron and Amigarena winning that first set on the final point. Coming back in the third set, they close it out. Their first win of this fall 24 Battle Court season in as many tries. A new look team for the Cyclones. Looking pretty good here, Stu, to begin this season.
No question about it.
Take a look at the game day scoreboard here. 3 points now for the Cyclones. They jump out ahead by half a point. Coming up next, we have the #1 ranked singles match. Zulaika and Manu practicing right now. But before we get to them, we're going to hear from Ron for the second time today and Amiga Reina for the first. Delivering for this Cyclones team. Winners in 3 sets. Let's hear from Ron and Amiga Reina. Here they are.
All right, Ron and Amiga Reina, congratulations on winning that match. Your first match playing here together. What was it like getting out on the court and playing with each other?
To be honest, I play very comfortable with Ron. He's a great pelotari. I think that we are going to do a great season, so this victory is going to give us confidence for the rest of the games. So let's see how is we start with good steps, so very happy.
And Ron, tell me, what is the expectation coming back this season?
Well, expectation is so hard, so high, because I've been here before. Playing with Amigo Reina is so comfortable because he's been like for the league for how many years already, and I'm happy I'm with partner with him. And I want to shout out to my wife. Thank you for your support, and to my kids. I miss you all. Love you.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens in today's game day.
And up next, #1 ranked singles matchup. Zulaika for the Chargers, Manu for the Cyclones. These two have battled against one another for a couple seasons now. Last year, Zulaika 5-5, Manu 7-3 in 10 matches played. That was the best record amongst all players in this top division, and these two split their 2 matches, 1 win for each player. Zulaika will have the serve to begin match number 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our 5th match of the game day. Zulaika will serve for the Chargers. Zulaika serves, we begin. Manu on the backhand from the 12 line. Robote forehand. Forehand, Robote played well by Zulaika to the inside. Manu's on it, keeps it inside. Zulaika makes the catch. Backhand. Two all by Zulaika will score. First point of this match goes to Zulaika of the Chargers. He has the serve.
Two really different styles. One guy playing Zulaika up in the front court in doubles. Manu plays in the back court, and you see that already. Zulaika standing up there closer to the 6-7 line. Manu back around the 9 and 10 line. That's where these guys are comfortable playing. Favors the more aggressive player, but you know Manu has great defense. If he can start to read these shots and track them down, certainly has the capability to take this match.
Here's the backhand by Manu. Robote forehand by Zulaika. Robote left side to the inside. Zulaika's got it. 2 all, 2 score. 2 points for Zulaika. He has the serve.
And you have to be aggressive against Manu. Kind of want to take him out of the match as early as possible, and you can do that with the bevy of 2 walls. See here again on the bounce, right
Manu
to the
sees him
costado.
winding up, guessed that he was throwing inside. Right. Zulaika kills him with the 2 all. Robote forehand by Zulaika. Manu to the inside. Zulaika scoops it up. Backhand from the 7 line. Outside placement of the forehand. Robote lands out. 3 points for Zulaika of the Chargers. He serves.
So precise from either side. Had the space there to the outside. Just pushed it a little bit wide of the court.
Manu on the backhand from the 12 line. Manu for the Robote on the left side. He makes the save. Here's Zulaika from the 6. Drop shot. Lands in to score. That's 4 points for Zuleika. He serves.
Seen a couple drop shots from the costado and now from the right side of Zuleika here in singles. Starting to add that to his game. It's going to open up a lot more space to score those 2 walls, outside placements, the caroms, all the other shots that move players around the court.
What? Backhand by Manu to the inside. Here's Zuleika. Powerful backhand. Robote coming to about the 10 line. Manu makes a save. Big bounce to the inside. In and out of Zuleika's cesta. That's a point for Manu.
Just put it right there on the side wall. Again, the closer you can get that ball to the wall, the more difficult to catch. Put it right on those numbers as Zuleika try to get in.
Nice backhand by Zuleika. That clears the overhead screen. Manu's at the 6 line. To the outside he goes. Zuleika read it, stopped it. Carom return is in. 5 points for Zuleika. Possible set point.
And Zuleika not wasting any time. When he has the opportunity, he's taking it. Has Manu trapped to the inside of the court. A lot of space to throw that carom. Just does land it inside the boundary line.
Here's a backhand by Manu to the inside. Rotate forehand. Manu's there. 2-all by Manu. Zuleika gets out there, gets it, returns a carom to score. Point and set to Zuleika. So a decidedly good effort there by Zuleika of the Chargers. Manu just not able to get a momentum going.
Yeah, one of the most aggressive players when he's on. I mean, that 2-wall, you really can't defend it. And he's got so much power, he can beat you to the outside. He mixes in the split placement nicely. Now showing you a couple of drop shots and just good overall power to go with it. The full package for Zuleika on display here, 6-1, taking the first set. El Manu, as you said, 7-3 last year. These number 1 division singles players get to play 10 matches in this fall 24 Battle Court season compared to just 5 for the other rankings. Ranks 2 through 5. Division 6 players do not play singles.
See a 2-all there by Manu on the replay. Zuleika grabbed it on the forehand, returned the carom. Saw Manu basically lingering in the backcourt. Killed it up in the front court. Here we are back in the DraftKings players cage. See Amiga Reina coming off a good win there with Ron. Manu just taking a break. Bueno getting ready for the next match.
Yeah, Bueno one and only match today. Coming up next, Bueno and Rock for the Cyclones, taking on El Barba and Gallo for the Chargers. Two singles matches, 4 doubles matches on the day make up 8 points. And you see the conversation with Amiga Reina and Manu trying to find a way to get this 1 point. Perhaps have the Cyclones get at least a clinch a tie of this game day today. The first one of the season.
See Manu tying into the cesta. Good solid tie, discussing strategy.
I've always wondered, Sue, that hand, is it just flat in the basket there,
Flat.
or how does that work?
The flatter the better.
Okay.
Shouldn't have any play, actually. Shouldn't be able to wiggle your fingers.
Sure.
Shouldn't.
Second set.
We're ready to begin our second set. Manu has a serve. There's a serve by Manu. We begin. In and out of the cesta it goes. First point for Manu of the Cyclones. He serves. Zuleika on the catch. Here's the backhand. Powerfully thrown. Robote, that rebound off the back wall, played on the forehand of Manu. Catch by Zuleika. Zuleika low and hard to the inside. Manu just out of reach. Point for Zuleika and the Chargers.
One missed throw by Manu costing him the point. Zuleika able to push him to the outside, winding it up on the forehand. A long run back around Zuleika to the corner to get in there. Just couldn't make the play in time.
Here's a fine catch by Manu. Robote thrown powerfully, but kicking off the front wall and hitting the overhead screen. That's out of play. 2 points for Manu. He has the serve here in the second set. There's a backhand by Zuleika. Right to the corner, out to the Robote. Forehand Robote by Manu. Here's Zuleika. Zuleika to the inside. Manu's there. Forehand escapes and hits the overhead screen. That's 3 points for Manu of the Cyclones. He serves.
Having a little trouble with the overhead screen in this second set now, trying to get a little too much power on these Robotes. And
playing it high to the front wall and just catching that overhead screen.
Yeah, Manu not the easiest guy here to pass. Didn't need to do so in that first set. 6-1, giving a few away here now in set two.
There's a powerful backhand by Zuleika. Robote left side by Manu. 2-all, stopped by Zuleika. Zuleika on the forehand. To the inside, it scores. 2 points for Zuleika. He serves. Catch by Manu, backhand. Manu going for the scoop, makes it at the 9 line. There's the backhand. Rotate forehand by Zuleika. Beautiful catch by Manu. Manu sends it deep. That rebound off the back wall. The Robote comes out. Ball tipped at the side wall. That's a 4th point for Manu of the Cyclones. He serves.
Again, nothing too complicated, just placing the ball very well on the wall, not really throwing a bunch of shots, and found a way to take a 2-point lead here now in this second set. A bunch of unforced errors from Zuleika, just has to clean that up.
Powerful backhand by Zuleika. Manu's there. Manu puts it in the corner. Robote on the wall, saved by Zuleika. Manu makes the catch. Backhand. Robote forehand to the inside, saved by Manu. That hits the rail just above the front wall, which is out of play. 5 points for Manu. Possible set point. So Manu potentially going to bring this to a third set.
Yeah, nothing overpowering. I mean, just getting that ball to pass, forcing the Robote, and Zuleika struggled. That's now 3, getting away from him in 1 set.
There's a backhand by Zuleika. Manu from the 10 line. Puts it back in the corner. Here's the Robote. Robote forehand. Manu saves. There's a catch by Zuleika. Costado 2-all by Zuleika will score. 3 points for Zuleika. Still possible set point for Manu. Zuleika serves.
I would like to see Zulaika get back to that level of aggression we saw in the opening set, and that's a perfect example. Catching the ball up in the front and killing it right away, not wasting any time in these longer rallies with Manu. You give him enough opportunities, he's going to place one ball perfectly, and you might miss it. 5-3, a couple more for Zulaika to complete the comeback. Manu with a possible set point.
Backhand by Manu to the inside. Here's Zulaika. Zulaika from the 8 line. Wall to wall. Manu takes off. He's at the 4 line. Outside placement catch by Zulaika. Carom by Zulaika will score. Zulaika has 4. Manu has 5. Zulaika has the serve.
And off his footing, Manu sometimes likes to go for those tricky shots with the outside placement. Zulaika expecting it, read it easily. Manu just ducks safely. Zulaika now 4 points.
Here's a backhand by Manu. Catch by Zulaika. Robote coming in low. Manu makes the save. Zulaika sets, makes the catch. 2-all to the inside. Manu has it. Robote forehand, passing. Robote left side by Manu to the inside. Will be picked up by Zulaika. Here's the backhand. 2-all. Stopped by Zulaika. He winds up. Costado 2-all score. It is 5-5. This is potential match point here for Zulaika of the Chargers. Set point for Manu.
Not opening up nearly enough. Zulaika able to run around it, gets it to his Costado. And a 2-all, little extra spin there from the outside scoring. Come all the way back. Going to end this in straight sets.
Catch by Manu. There's the backhand. 2-all. Lands in and scores. So Manu takes the second set there on a backhand 2-all.
He was in the doubles where we saw one that was pretty close. I mean, had the defense going the other way, but just didn't land it in. And that one, able to do so. Take a look right here off the serve. Zulaika's been aggressive, not expecting it. I mean, he's opened up to the inside, and yeah, look at that. And he realizes pretty early, not going to get out to that one. 6-5. Manu closes out the second set.
We'll be going on to a third and final set in this. The last singles match of the game day. Doubles coming up next to finish things out.
As we said, 2 singles matches, 4 doubles matches. That means there's 8 points up for grabs today in the game day. If the Cyclones can get this point, 4 points would secure at least a tie with that final match still to come. Albarba and Gallo against Bueno and Rock. You see Manu there with Amigarena. Had a pretty big lead up, 5-2. Zulaika fought his way back, couple points in a row, and then Manu closed it out with that backhand 2-all.
Once again, we're back in the DraftKings Players Cage. Players coming back here to take their breaks in between sets and prepare for matches. We're about to begin our third and final set of this match. Zulaika will have the serve. No way to really call this one. Have no idea. You know, the first one there, 6-1 in favor of Zulaika the first set. Second set went the distance, maximum number of points. And Manu finished it off on a backhand 2-all.
It's impressive season after season. Manu is one of the top contenders in this #1 division as the only backcourter. I mean, young, athletic, rangy front quarters, a ton of shots, and Manu is a backcourter. Continues to hang with this group and finish at the top more times than not. Third set to decide it.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our third and final set. Zulaika will have the serve for the Chargers. First player to reach 6 points will win this match. Here's the serve. Our third set has begun. Here's Manu, backhand from the 12 line. Passing. Robote forehand. Catch by Manu. Backhand. Going hard to the inside. Zulaika's there. Zulaika on the catch. Kosti to the inside. Stopped by Manu. Robote forehand by Zulaika. Tipped by Manu. First point. The third and decisive set goes to Zulaika of the Chargers.
Yeah, Manu had committed to take that ball in the air. No chance really on the Robote. Going up one hand. Not easy to control it. If anybody can, Manu surely would have brought it in. Just
Absolutely.
not easy to do so.
Manu from the 13 line. Robote's up and in the forehand of Zulaika. Backhand by Manu. Ball's dropping. Zulaika makes a save. Manu advances, winds up. Costado 2-all, out. That's 2 points for Zulaika. He has the serve.
Yeah, really Manu's best opportunity of the match up there in front of the 5 line with that Costado 2-all. Again, just not as much control as we're used to seeing.
What a catch by Manu. There's the backhand. Robote to the inside. Manu reads it, stops at the 9 line. Here's the backhand. That clears the overhead screen. Robote forehand saved by Zulaika. He keeps it in play. Manu steps up. Here's the backhand to the inside. Low and hard. Robote saved by Zulaika. 2 pass. Cut off at the 10 line by Manu. Robote to the inside. Here's Zulaika from the 7 line. Backhand to the corner. Out to the Robote. That ball just off the tip of Manu Sesta. 3 points for Zulaika. He's got the serve.
Again, the closer you can get that ball to the sidewall as Manu, as the opponent really tries to play the Robote, the more difficult that will be. Not a lot of space there getting in on the right side. Just couldn't time that one up either. 3-0, looking more like the first set here in set 3.
Zulaika taking his time here on these serves. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Backhand by Manu. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Zulaika with a bounce. Manu's got it. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Robote down low. Zulaika makes a save. Manu with a missed ball at the 6 line. That's 4 points for Zulaika.
We saw a couple examples in the World Supercourt. That ball, you try to take a quick bounce catch on the left side, and very difficult to control as that ball gets above your head. Manu doing the right thing, moving up, trying to get a good spot to take a shot in the front court. He just couldn't secure it.
Powerful serve by Zulaika, stopped by Manu. Robote. Forehand by Zulaika, wall to wall. Manu comes out. Manu, ooh. That is 5 points for Zulaika. Possible match point.
Another one that's so close to the side wall that You either have to kind of flick it up there, not a lot of space, or do you just go for that one-handed save by Manu? We've actually seen him complete that rebote.
Yes, we have.
A number of times in competition and practice, so very capable of doing it, just low percentage, to say the least.
Here's backhand by Manu. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. Goes wall to wall. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand by Manu. Straight back. Zulaika's there. Manu on the rebote. Zulaika with a tip ball at the 8 line. There'll be no shutout here in this final set. Manu has a point and the serve. Still possible match point for Zulaika of the Chargers. Here's the backhand by Zulaika. Rebote, left side by Manu, right up the middle. Here's Zulaika. Placement to the inside, scores. Point, set, and match for Zulaika of the Chargers, taking it in the 3rd set, 6-1.
A big point for the Chargers now. 3.5 on the game day, just 3 for the Cyclones. And it all comes down to this 6 division doubles match. El Barba and Gallo take on Bueno and Rock. See another look at this final throw. Oh, Manu, yeah, forced to the outside. So much space. Zulaika found it for the win. And game day coming up on the line in just 2 minutes. Take a look at the game day scoreboard here with 3.5 points for the Chargers, 3 for the Cyclones. Game day on the line up next, Division 6 doubles. New for this season of Battle Court, the 5 and 6 division players are playing together here in doubles for the first time. The last couple seasons they have not been allowed to play together, and this season they are forced to play together. So 5 and the 6, you see Bueno, the 5th ranked player for the Cyclones, Rock the 6th for the Cyclones, and then you have Gallo, 5th ranked player for the Chargers, and El Barba, the 6th ranked player for the Chargers. We will hear from Zulaika, looking to improve upon that 5-5 record last year in singles. So far, so good. He's 1-0. Here he is.
All right, so congratulations on winning that match. What was it like being out there for your first singles match against Manu?
Well, thank you. Always the first singles game is very tough, very difficult to get adjusted to the rhythm of the singles game. I'm happy to be able to get a win for the team, and this is just the beginning. We gotta continue fighting.
So tell me, what are the expectations for the season for the Chargers?
Well, the expectations is to be in the playoffs. That's our goal. And then once we are in the playoffs, try to make it to the championship. But first step will be to make the playoffs.
Well, again, so congratulations on winning that match. We'll see what else happens in today's game day.
I want to give a shout out to my son. Tomorrow is his 4th birthday. Happy birthday, Ander.
Well, thank you so much, Zulaika.
Final match. Let's see the 2 teams coming up next. El Barba and Gallo against Bueno and Rock. We're ready to begin our final match. Game day on the line. Chargers have the serve. There's a serve. We begin with an over serve. Second serve coming up. Saw forehand to the inside. Oh, that's well thrown by Rock. Got to get the Cyclones on the board first with a point.
Had a feeling that this was going to be a fun one, watching the warm-up and knowing some of the personalities involved. And Rock threw a
Nice drop shot there, changing things up. And El Barba tips the ball back along the floor, rolling ever so slowly past the 8 line. There we go.
Serve out to the middle of the court. That is an ace for Bueno and Rock. 2 points.
Again, Gallo just getting used to the court, the ball, pace of play. Just not able to make that catch.
Gallo on the forehand. Hard to the inside. Take it in by Bueno. Bueno, low running backhand. Gallo stops this one. Comes over the top on the right side. Bueno cuts it off low. Backhand. High and hard. That's passing. El Barba lines it up. Rebote save to the inside. Rock from the backcourt at the 12 line. Dropped at the feet of El Barba. Gallo steps back. Gets to it before the second bounce. Bueno up at the 9, backhand, sticks inside, dropping. Gallo overran it and could not save the rebote. That's 3 straight for the Cyclones. Bueno and Rock.
Not reading or not being familiar with how the ball's coming off the back wall there. Gallo went down as the ball was coming down, just out of reach.
Forehand back over the top to the inside. Here's Rock from the 13. Sidearm play. This is cut off by El Barba. El Barba lines it up, coming up the middle. Bueno out of the way. Here's Rock from the 11 line. Pushes it up the middle to Gallo. Gallo from the backcourt over the top. Rock reaching up high. Good control there in the corner. Back over the top. Here's El Barba juggling. Juggling the call. That's 4 points.
El Barba was there, just didn't maintain control of the ball. Ball comes into the cesta. It's always moving, but just before you make that throw, you got to stop that motion of the ball so you can throw it where you want.
Sidearm play to the inside. This one pulled in by Bueno. Bueno wall to wall. Rebote forehand, sticks to the inside. Rock waiting for it, makes a diving save. Out to the middle of the court, El Barba steps around it on the forehand. Back to the inside, Bueno with a good catch. Our backhand, picked off here by Gallo. Rock at the 11. Trying to get it between the Chargers. There's El Barba taking it off the side wall. Now Bueno setting up on the right side. Forehand crossing. Gallo getting out there. He turns the rebote. Rock at the 11. Backhand up the middle. Picked off by Gallo. Gallo over the top to the outside. That escaped. 5 points. Possible set point.
Yeah, Gallo, no question, getting used to a new cesta there and new court. That one just escaped. Shot straight out the top. One shot down before on the backhand.
Hand up the middle. Bueno coming cross court to cut it off. Big throw to the outside. Here's Gallo. Gallo over the top. Bueno waits for it. Picks it up on the bounce. Up at the 7 line. Bueno again. This time in the costado. Hard. It's on the wall. Good pick by Gallo. Bueno up at the 6. High and hard. 3-wall play coming out to the middle of the court. El Barba lays it up. Clears the overhead screen. Rock runs under it. El Barba picks it off the wall again. Backhand takes him to the outside. Rock gets under it. Sidearm throw. Here's El Barba. El Barba to the outside.
Oh my.
That lands in, and it scores. What a shot by El Barba. That extends the set. First point for the Chargers.
Have to say, look at El Barba. Solid with his catching. Makes the catch. Scopes out the competition. Outside placement. Very intentional. Not escape. Very well done.
called underserve. Second serve coming up.
El Barba, one who likes to mix things up on the serve. If he can get a cortada serve in there, that sidearm serve, that doesn't really give the back quarter any play on it, he'll do it. That one fell short.
That is another underserve, a double fault, point in set. Going to the Cyclones, Bueno and Rock, 6-1. 2 minutes, we'll come back and play set 2.
Never like to see that double fault, but with only 1 point to go, if you're going to go for it, go for it. Barber went for it, came up short. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We're in our last match of the game day. Here's some replays from that first set. See El Barba with that sidearm serve. Rock getting in there, making the catch down low. This was the drop shot.
Scores. Very well done.
Here we are on the DraftKings players cage. See Manu there, towel over his head, giving Rock some feedback.
So don't forget that game day score. If the Cyclones can win this match, come back and win the day. How about Bueno and Rock? I mean, Bueno, one of 2 players frozen in this 5th division, Cabrera the other for the Fireballs. What a big help here in Division 6 now with the 5 and 6 playing together for the first time. You got a front quarter there in Bueno, good backcourt support in Rock, and this team communicating well, playing well in that first set.
Yeah, Bueno clearly picking up right where he left off last season. Good court positioning, good communication with his partner. Hasn't broken out any shots yet. I'm curious to see if we have any in store here in the second set.
With that, we are ready to begin set number 2. El Barba and Gallo will have the serve. The serve begins our second set. Backhand to the inside, lifted, picked off by Rock. Rebote left side, saved by Gallo. Bueno gets in there on the bounce. Good pickup, hard backhand follows. Bueno from the left side, launches another one. El Barba tracks it down. Rebote caught the corner. Bueno gets there before the second bounce. 2-all return. Stopped by El Barba. Carambola back to the outside. Bueno's got it in the air. His forehand return will score. Tremendous point. Goes to the Cyclones.
Yeah, great play by both front quarters here, Bueno and Barba. Barba trying to land a shot. Bueno not allowing it to happen. Great play up there in the front court.
Forehand thrown into the corner. Rock backing up, crashes into the wall. He gets it off. What a play. El Barba backhand 2-wall, scoop by Bueno. Bueno hard back to the inside again. Going to be a tough Rebote. dug out, but will not reach the front wall. 2 points now for the Cyclones. Back on the inside, here's Bueno with the catch at the 8. Lifted it in the corner for Gallo. Bueno, hard throw. Stopped by Gallo again, reaching on the inside. Lifts the backhand up, gets it to Rock in the backcourt. Gallo on the forehand, coming out over the top. Bueno thought about it, lets it pass to the backcourt. Rock over the top once more. El Barba out of the way, here's Gallo. Softer touch on the backhand. Bueno steps up, takes it in the air, hard return. This comes shooting off the back wall. Rebote saved by El Barba. Bueno, lower hand harder, and it's tipped. 3 straight. Cyclone serve.
Communication before the match between Barba and Gallo seemed pretty spot on as far as coming up with a strategy, but consistent catching by Rock here in the backcourt and Bueno just being spot on in the front court. They've not been able to make anything happen.
Rock out of the way. Rebote saved there by Bueno. El Barba powers it to the inside. Picked off there by Rock. Rock on the forehand. Good catch off the sidewall there by El Barba. El Barba clears the overhead screen. Bueno tracks it down. Power to the inside. There's Gallo. Just above the pad, there's a one-handed scoop by Rock. Gallo retreats to the backcourt, drops it inside. Bueno coming cross court, takes it in the air. Hard throw again on the numbers, pulled in by Gallo. Bueno on the forehand, outside placement. Stomped on the bounce, El Barba. Faked the carom, put it inside. Rock gets back in there, but could not make the catch. First point for the Chargers. They serve.
It will not be a shutout here in this second set. El Barba has the serve.
Bueno went for the serve. That is tipped. The ace gets the second point for the Chargers. It's only a 1-point deficit.
You know, Barba goes for it on the serve, went for it there. That one worked better than the other ones. Just kind of came up. Look, beautiful serve crossing the service box. Bueno, yeah, a little close to the body there, having to back up, try to make an adjustment, didn't work.
Good catch there by Rock, backhand. Lifted inside. Here's El Barba, in and out of the basket it goes. Quick point back there for the Cyclones. They lead 4-2.
Yeah, Barba's catching not what it was earlier in the game day.
Gallo's backhand, stopped in the air by Bueno. Bueno high and hard this time. Passing. Rebote missed. 5 points. The Cyclones have a possible set and a possible match point.
Unfortunate miss there. See if the Cyclones are able to finish it off here in the second set.
Outside placement, scores. Beautiful outside placement right there, Stu. Take another look here, right from the inside. Capuano going the opposite way. Fault over serve. Touch toward past the 7 line. Second serve for El Barba. And a double fault. Point, set, and match. Bueno and Rock close it out in straight set, 6-1, 6-3. Folks, stay tuned for the post-game show. That'll be coming your way here in just a few moments.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a Karen Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
Right, another
one.
made. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court Game Day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
And welcome to the Battle Court Jai-Alai post-game show. I'm Stu Nyman. That empty chair in just a moment is going to have none other than Andrew Bleckman.
Here with you, Stu. How you doing? I'm going to get up in this chair. Look at that.
So we're going to show everybody how we do things back here.
You know what? I made a mistake. I didn't finalize the game, which is why you saw me at that computer.
Is that what was
That's
going
what it
on?
was,
Oh,
Stu.
finalizing the game is absolutely important.
Got to get those results out there.
Absolutely.
Got some replays and a great day for you today, Stu. Cyclones coming back, winning the game day. We saw the first time with the new look Division 6, 5 and 6 playing together. Bueno and Rock, a huge opportunity. They were able to close it
An
out.
idea of genius.
Love.
An idea of genius.
No,
right over
can't,
here.
No,
right over here.
It's a team effort, Stu. You
That's
know,
not-
you win them and you
There's
lose
no
them
question
together.
it's a
you
team
know?
effort.
That's for sure.
Including getting me into this chair.
Well, we're pretty high off the ground. I was a little nervous I was going to fall in the chair. I did that live getting in, and I don't know if I'm going to do that again the rest of the season.
You really need to be careful. You know, these things can be quite risky. Highlight's risky, but announcing it should not be.
First time we had an opportunity to talk with players of the day, some great stuff. I think we're going to have some of the replays here coming up in just a few moments. Again, game day win for the Cyclones, taking out the Chargers here. Just the second game day of our Fall 24 Battle Court season. Long way to go. Warriors and Renegades coming up on Friday night as we continue on with this season.
Already off to a great start, and the truth of the matter is that when we look at the players who are just starting, Gallo having some shakes, no question about that. Ron, though,
Yeah.
Ron, it's almost like he never left. Ron, actually, it was Ron, and now it's Ron. As he's aging, he's taking names off, so... Ron played absolutely fantastic. Court positioning was spot on. Power was spot on. Looks like he hadn't left the court, so that was great. Zuleika, Manu, back to game speed.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a couple highlights to show you that action that we saw on the game day. Let's roll them and see the Chargers and Cyclones.
And it's back to us.
Come back to us, Stu.
We're actually way more interesting.
Yeah, we've been told that a time or two. We don't look nearly as good as these replays. There they are, Stu. Not as good as the no look there by Benny. How about that? Karam to finish it off
Just
there
so
by
well
Fonda
done.
back in that first singles match of the day.
When things aren't moving the way exactly they're supposed to, you just got to move with them, which is what we're doing. It's what they do on the highlight court. Here you see Benny going for, that's that no-look rebote that you were talking about. No look because he wasn't looking where it was going yet. He threw it perfectly at the front wall. Fonda finishing it off there. Forehand, Karam to score. Very well done. Again, we are in the replays from the second day of Battle Court for Fall 2024. And
I saw Benny last year.
ESPN3 is your thing. There is a screen.
Just a tremendous look at the ESPN3. But Benny 3-2 last year in singles. Wanted to up his game just a little bit this year, and what a start it was. Again, taking a look at that rebote save. Fonda, though, again, not enough. Look like Bueno and Rock here coming off after that final match of the day. And Stu and I are going to come back here and join you on camera. You see the game day score just below us, and you see those season-long standings, 6.5 points for the Fireballs yesterday. Quite the start for them, Stu. I mean, after a tough season coming in with the expansion draft, tough in Season 1, but Season 2 may be the first opportunity for the Fireballs to get into the playoffs.
Again, I mean, we have a graphics department that I believe has 7 or 8 employees, all new to the program, and they're just doing a spectacular job. Look at these graphics that have come up on the board there. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see what it says, but it looks beautiful. So game day score was 3.5 points for the Chargers.
Well, actually 5 points for the
5
Chargers,
points
too.
for the Chargers.
I think that's a mistake there. I don't know if this didn't submit here behind me, but we're not going to figure that out here. We'll figure that out in the
technical issues on the second day, but guess what? By Friday, everything will be resolved. Nothing but opportunities everywhere to give you the best viewing experience for Battle Court 2024. You get to watch it happen live.
Yes, absolutely. A couple candidates also as we get into some of the player of the day discussion. I mean, both teams, it came down to that final match. So, you know, Benny won both of his matches. Zuleika fared pretty well. Singles win and a doubles win as well. But it came down to the Cyclones. They ended up winning the day. And we went with Ron of the Cyclones. Let's hear from a guy that we're happy to have back this season.
Very much so.
Hey everybody,
welcome into the Battle Court postgame show here with Ron of the Cyclones, winning both matches today. It's been, about 2 full years since we've seen you back here at Magic City. How does it feel to be back and competing here in the league?
Well, it feels good to be back. I'm so happy that I'm here playing the sports that I love. And yeah, it's amazing that I'm here again playing.
Yeah, and what was the preparation? It's been a long time off, a couple weeks getting back into this Battle Court season now with new pairings.
To be honest, now I just take care of my kids in California, you know, no preparation at all. I'm just lucky that I have Tennessee and Amigurena at my back, so we won the game. We're lucky also, you know.
Yeah, and that Cyclones team, a game day win in your first time out there. What are the expectations as you move through this fall season?
Oh, the expectation is so high because the game is so competitive, you know. Everybody's stepping up to their game, and I need to do the same thing, you know.
Awesome, Ron. Thank you. Great playing today. 2-0 on the day.
Thank
the
you.
Cyclones,
Thank you.
your winner today. Another special message here, Bueno, quickly.
I just want to say happy birthday to my sister Kaylee. Happy birthday.
Kaylee, happy birthday to you. Ron, our player of the day.
Yeah, and shout out to my wife. I miss you. I love you. To my kids also. Love you all.
A lot of shout-outs there. Again, Ron, our player of the day for today. Back in action tomorrow, Stu, a rematch of championship that we saw back in May. It's going to be the Renegades and the Warriors get started. Well, tomorrow. Did I say tomorrow?
You said tomorrow.
Don't listen to me, folks.
Don't listen to him.
Apologies. We'll figure it out.
I'm not going to be here tomorrow.
Friday, September 6th. It says it on the whiteboard right
Exactly.
there. 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Going to be here tomorrow.
Well, the Warriors and Renegades will be there Friday, 7
will be
p.m.
there Friday.
Eastern. The first day we are open to the public this season. Come on down if you're in the area, you want to travel down. We'll be playing every Friday up to December 13th. We'll be having our championship. We get started in Division 3. Goanaga and Arats for the Renegades take on Nicholas and Julian of the Warriors. Gaucheri and Ben against Douglas and Manny. Then Correa and Flores take on Williams and Stan. Gaucheri and Arats against Douglas and Nicholas in that #1 doubles duo that finished off our season last year. Came down to a tiebreaker. Douglas and Nicholas won that one. Then Correa and Stan go at it in singles, and then Arats and Nicholas, second division singles, will close out the day. Again, Stu and I will be back here on the call. That's Friday, not tomorrow. Monday, Tuesday, and Friday this season, 7 p.m. Eastern time on Fridays, as we continue on our Battle Court season. Until then, have a great week, everybody.
See you Friday, 7 p.m.
Do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, you know, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Jai-Alai you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys.